Right, we should be good. We should be live. I think we are. Yeah, looking at it, we are good. Right. Hello all and welcome back to the Football Chat Live. We have got some more Champions League action tonight. We've got Tottenham versus Marseille. Tottenham away in a big game that will decide who is through in the Champions League. The victor tonight will be through. If it is a draw, Tottenham progress to the next round of the Champions League. But yeah, great to see so many people in chat so early. We've got XZ, we've got Chelsea fan. I've seen you guys messaging for the last 10 minutes. Brilliant to see you in there so early. And Ballon, of course, Marseille fan. I think I'm right there. I'd be massively embarrassed if I'm not. But yeah, brilliant to have a Marseille fan in here tonight. Hopefully we get some Tottenham fans as well. Also, Harry will be joining us in about an hour and a half-ish. So yeah, we'll watch the first half. Then Harry will probably join us. And then yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Obviously, we've still got half an hour till kick-off though. So we'll talk about the games that are going on right now. Because at the moment, as XZ has been saying, Atletico Madrid would be bottom of their group as it stands on goal difference. Obviously, Porto beating them 2-0 in the Champions League right now. Bayer Leverkusen are drawing their game. That puts them level on points. And Atletico Madrid, with the 2-goal loss, would drop them below Bayer Leverkusen on goal difference. Though also doesn't head-to-head. Head-to-head precedes goal difference, right, in the Champions League. So I guess either the head-to-head is level or Leverkusen have a better head-to-head. So goal difference then wouldn't matter. Because obviously, that is how they decide, isn't it, in the Champions League, head-to-head. But yeah, interesting at the moment. Atletico Madrid out of Europe. Now, that would be a big, big loss for Atleti. And I don't see them getting 2 goals in a minute. All they can rely on now is Club Brugge getting a goal. But at the moment, they seem to be... Leverkusen seems to be holding tight there. 5 votes in the poll on chat. 60% Marseille as well. A lot of people do think Marseille could pull this off, and as Alex said there, Marseille Ultras set off fireworks outside Spurs Hotel at 3 in the morning. It's something we've seen a lot, obviously, over the years. It's happened in all sports. A lot in football, though, in Champions League ties. Yeah, do they have a soundproof hotel? They need it. There should be special soundproof hotels. But yeah, I do think the atmosphere is going to be very tough for Tottenham to play tonight. Marseille fans are going to really turn up the style tonight. It's a big Champions League tie. It's something they can get excited about, and it's a chance for Marseille to get to the round of 16 for the first time in a good few years. I don't know how long exactly, but Ballon, I imagine you'll be well aware of how long it's been. So I don't know, maybe if you could update us with that would be great. It is November, it is indeed XZ, obviously Bonfire Night coming up for people that celebrate that. I've never understood Bonfire Night. I can't understand why we celebrate someone trying to blow up the House of Parliament, but that's a thing that happens in the UK. So yeah, so Bloody will be crying with Son Bentancur make a movie to Rongia. I'll be honest, Ballon. Yeah, I don't have a clue what he said there, but I do think Marseille have got a chance tonight to pull off a big upset. As you mentioned there, Son Bentancur, players like that, Tottenham do have strength in depth and in squad, it has to be said. If you look at Tottenham's first team, it is a stronger side than Marseille. Speaking of which, we should probably get into some lineups because we are 25 minutes away from kickoff. So, the lineups for tonight, we're of course at the Orange Velodrome. I think I've said that right. I don't know how else I would say it unless it's like Aranya. I don't know. Oh, Atleti through, by the way. Carrasco, it's a big save from Mignolet. Not Mignolet, sorry. Diego Costa, who, by the way, I put in my UCL fantasy team just before kickoff for the injured Kepa. So, brilliant move from me. Anyway, Marseille team to face Tottenham tonight. Lopez in between the sticks. That's Paul Lopez, the Spanish shot stopper. Then they line up with a back three. Chancel Mbemba as a name that rolls back the years. Eric Bailly and Leo. It is Leo, isn't it? Yeah, Leo Berlardi. Across the four, you've got Klaus at right wing back, Nuno Tavares left wing back, Rongier the captain alongside Veretout in the pivot. Then some sort of attacking combination of Matteo Guendouzi, Amine Harit and Alexis Sanchez. Now, that looks more like a 3-5-2 to me with Guendouzi in the middle and Harit playing off Sanchez. Something like that, but I don't know. Football has it as a 3-4-3. I don't see that being the formation they line up with Guendouzi on the right, but I might be wrong. Ballon, if we could get some an update there. What is the formation tonight? I prefer Kolasinac than Berlardi and Guendouzi than Rongier and Under in attack. Have you got Cengiz Under? This Marseille team's actually decent. Yeah, Cengiz Under on the bench. Yeah, I am confused, I'll be honest. I've not seen Marseille this year. Guendouzi on the right. Is that something you often line up with? I don't know. But interesting, isn't it? Very interesting. Hashtag ban firework night, lol. Firework is for non-sleep. Pretty much, yeah. It is November 1st, not November 5th. Tomorrow you should do a Shakhtar Donetsk versus RB Leipzig stream. Now, we would stream tomorrow, but unfortunately we're not around to do tomorrow. So, yeah, sorry. This is actually, well, other than Sunday will be our last stream for the World Cup, but not long now to go. Obviously, we've got tonight, and then Sunday we're doing a big one. So, yeah, big 7-hour stream on Sunday. Make sure to join us for that. We're covering all 3 games on Sunday. Payet super sub. Tudor don't want change. Is that the manager? I got Tudor. Yeah, I'm very confused by the formation, but if it works, doesn't it? Alexis Sanchez through the middle as well. So no, proven number 9. Really, I know obviously Alexis Sanchez can play that role well, but you haven't got a star striker leading the line. As for Tottenham then, it is looking fairly full strength for them. Hugo Lloris is between the sticks. It is a back three of Dyer, Longley and Ben Davies. Perisic one wing back, Sessegnon the other, and as a pivot of Højbjerg and Bentancur. That's probably their strongest pivot, to be fair. Son on the left, Mora on the right, Harry Kane leads the line. There's a lot of firepower. A lot of firepower in that Tottenham team. If a goal doesn't come from Son, it comes from Kane. If it doesn't come from Kane, you've got other options. You've got Moura, you've got Bentancur, obviously scored the weekend. You've got Sessegnon, also scored the weekend. Atleti have got a goal as well. Oh wait, yeah, no, it is a goal. That is absolutely gutted for my fantasy team. But Atleti have 1 goal back. I don't think it's going to be enough, but they have scored directly from a corner. It's a bit of a mess. I'll be honest, I think Diego Costa should have done better there, but... Oh, I know, that was an Atleti player getting fouled, not a Porto one. But yeah, Costa's just completely missed the ball. But with a minute to go, Atleti are a goal away from the Champions League, from the Europa League games here. Is there a chance they do it? They've got, 30 seconds now to turn this around. We only pronounce Simon. What's this? Who is... I don't know who you're talking about, sorry. Ballon. But yeah, Chelsea fan. I'm going to the game tonight anyway. Do you mean? Oh yeah, he's just retracted that. Do you mean the game tomorrow night, the Chelsea match? I guess is what I presume. Tottenham prioritising Champions League over the Sunday clash with Liverpool. I think it makes sense. I mean, they've got to, because for them, Champions League, the finance they get from the Champions League is more important than one game in the Premier League. They have to get through, realistically, for Tottenham. The Champions League is where the money's at. So it makes sense that they're going to, they're going to prioritise that. Equally, I think they've got enough time to turn around. I mean, they play on the Tuesday, then play again on the Sunday. It is full time, by the way, in Atleti. is it at Porto? Yeah, it's at Porto. So here in Portugal, and yeah, Atleti lose to Porto and are out of the Champions League. Pretty big. I'm going to the game tomorrow. Yeah, I thought that's what you were saying, Chelsea. Well, just if I enjoy it, that is yeah. Hopefully Chelsea win. I can't say I'm confident, but they should do. Without Kulusevski and Richarlison is good for us. It certainly is, Paul Ballon. I do think without Kulusevski, Tottenham miss a lot more than was expected in attack, and now without Richarlison as well, obviously. I think Moura is an okay player, but he doesn't really possess the same sort of quality as Kulusevski does. I think Kulusevski's delivery is something they really, really miss, especially since there's no right wing back tonight. There's going to be no deliveries from that right hand side. You'd expect maybe something from the left, but yeah, no. Because if it's Perisic or Sessegnon in that right wing back role, we're not going to see any crosses. And welcome to the stream, Gary Wiseman. Evening all, and by all I mean Jack. Yeah, I know it's a lonely time when Harry is not available on Tuesdays. So yeah, he will turn up at some point tonight, but for now it is just me. So yeah, hope that's all right with you, Gary. Doesn't matter if Chelsea lose. Confirmed group winners. Yeah. I think that means we can rotate the side a little bit. I find it odd. Potter did a press conference yesterday, obviously, for the Champions League games, and in it he said he's not going to throw in loads of youngsters. You have to pay respect to Dinamo. I just can't understand that. The amount of injuries we've had, the amount of games we've had to play recently, we've had to rest players and drop points, but then we're paying, we're showing respect to our opponents. Fuck it, mate. We're playing too many games. Give the youngsters a run out in a game that doesn't matter. It's an odd call from Potter. I imagine we'll see some youngsters in and around the side, but the fact it's not a full, under-19 side doesn't make a lot of sense to me. But yeah, Harry is not Skyping. Welcome to the stream as well, Perks. Good to see you. You can play the under-23s. This is what I'm saying. I can't understand from Chelsea why they wouldn't play just an entire team of kids. Considering the amount of injuries and the amount of games we had to play recently, it would just make sense, especially with Arsenal coming up at the weekend, and then we've got Carabao Cup midweek next week, and then a game on Saturday, is it? I think it is, the Newcastle game. Why we're not resting tonight. I imagine we will rest a little bit, but tomorrow night. I imagine we'll rest a little bit, but should be resting more than we seem to be. Yeah, and the game doesn't matter for Zagreb; they are already out. But it's quite an interesting group. Still, group is it B? No, E, isn't it? Because if Milan lose to Salzburg, they could be in the Europa League, which I would say is a massive, massive upset. Milan have really struggled, really, really struggled. They obviously lost both games to Chelsea. They drew to Dinamo, right? I feel like they did. I don't think it was the first game against Salzburg, so it must have been one of the games against Dinamo. But yeah, it's been a bit of a weird tournament so far from AC, especially considering they've been, so decent in the league up until the weekend. But yeah, interesting to see. How can you respect them when they won't respect you? Yeah, that's what I read. I don't know. I don't know what Pot was waffling on about, but I don't know why we'd have to pay a strong 11 to respect them. I'm not that asked about respecting it. I'm asked about the fact we've got to play another 3 games before the World Cup. Don't really want any more players getting injured, and I'd rather us be able to play a full strength on Sunday and still a really strong team against City in the Carabao Cup. Regardless, it'll be interesting to see what team he names tomorrow. But yeah, tonight we've only got about 7 minutes to our do predictions, so we've got a few more things to talk about. Obviously, we've already seen Atleti now knocked out of all European competition. Be interesting to see. Obviously, the 4 games on screen tonight could all, they could all go through. They could all be out. So there's quite a lot on the line tonight. Sporting, who I thought were absolutely clear 2 games ago, now sit second, third in the group, right? Or is it second? I can't remember. But yeah. Be interesting to see how they get on against Frankfurt. If I had to give a prediction for that game, I'd probably go with Sporting to win. I think they've looked really good this tournament. I think Frankfurt have struggled a little bit with that step up. Obviously, Europa League winners last year, but they've struggled a little bit with that, I think, with that step up. The ideal result for Frankfurt tonight is that Tottenham win, because then they're guaranteed Europe, and I think in the Europa League they do well. As for obviously Tottenham, they just need to win, then it's done for them. For Sporting, if they win, they're through, and it's the same for Marseille. Marseille, they have to win, don't they? Without a win, they're not in Europe. Because obviously at the moment they're on 6 points. That's 7 for Sporting and Frankfurt, and then 8 for Tottenham. Tomorrow you should do a Shakhtar Donetsk versus Leipzig stream. As I already mentioned, X said we're not around tomorrow, but yeah, that will be a good game. Don't get me wrong, but yeah, no, unfortunately we are not around. But yeah, I get that will be an interesting one to decide the Champions League and Europa League spots. Simeone needs a sack. I'm sorry, but as much as I respect his career and his 2 appearances in the Champions League final, he's had 2 really bad seasons. But I also don't feel like it'll happen. Yeah, I feel like for a few years now, obviously they won the Liga a few years back, and that has added some time onto his tenure. But they have been sort of procrastinating Atleti. I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. For Atleti, 3rd in the league and Champions League round 16 is all they need. Obviously this year, he has fallen short of those Champions League expectations. In fact, no Europe at all. Does this mean they can push more for potentially a cup? I'd argue so. They've got no European competition to think about. They should be more okay on injuries. They can have less players going to the World Cup. I don't think they can challenge for the league. They're already too far behind the league now, but I think Atleti have got to prioritise the Spanish Cup. Spanish Super Cup and the Spanish Cup. Because obviously the Super Cup's a bit more of a tournament, isn't it there? I think I'm right in saying. Where they have like semi-finals and then a final. So they've got to prioritise those competitions because they're not going to win the league. They're already out of Europe now. So to get any sort of prize money from this season, they've got to win something. But I wouldn't be sacking Simeone until the end of the season. I don't see for Atleti what the benefit to sacking Simeone is now. Because they're not going to slip out of the Champions League place. They're not going to slip out of the top 4. They're already out of Europe. There's no rectifying that. So what would be the point in bringing a manager in at the half season? You might as well wait until the summer, and then you can bring in a top young coach or anyone else you want to bring in and give them the summer to work the squad. Is my personal thoughts on that. Arsenal must beat Chelsea to keep top spot. I think City will beat Fulham. You would imagine so, wouldn't you? And Chelsea fans saying we'll lose 7-0. I'm not confident for Chelsea on Sunday, I have to admit. Arsenal are playing superbly at the moment. Not too sure how we'll get on, considering we lost 4-1 to Brighton last time out. But you never know, do you? In fact, we could pull off a surprise, especially since we are at home. George Sisco, welcome to the stream. Oh, sorry, Sicko. Apologies if I got that name wrong, by the way. Best try, but yeah, if I have, please correct me. But do you see Spurs doing it? Away record is poor in Europe this season, and Marseille away is a tricky game. I 100% agree that Marseille away is going to be incredibly tough. I think it's surprising that you phrase it as do you see Spurs doing it, because I think it's a greater achievement for Marseille to win, regardless of the obstacles facing Tottenham. Tottenham are a side that invested a lot of money compared to Marseille. They're a side that have a lot more European pedigree, at least in recent times. Obviously, finalists in 2019. Marseille haven't been in the knockouts for a good few years. So, for Tottenham, they should be winning tonight. The thing is, for Marseille, if they lose tonight, I think that Marseille fans will be a bit disappointed, but overall, no one really bats an eyelid. If Tottenham lose tonight, though, that is massive. That is massive for Tottenham, and I think that could decide Conte's fate. As Paulon Ballon says there, if Conte loses, does he leave Tottenham? I don't think Tottenham will sack Conte yet, but as you say, I think Conte could leave. I don't think Europe would settle it. I think Conte would probably leave for the Juve job. But I don't think Tottenham will sack him. Put it that way. So it'll be interesting to see what happens with that. But yeah, as I said, I don't think they'll sack him. He's done really well, or at least they've done decently well. I do think his tenure's been a little bit overrated. Though I think Tottenham fans are starting to come to, starting to get frustrated with him. Because the performances haven't been great. I know they're 3rd in the league right now, but I think that's a bit of a fluke. I have to be honest. I look at their performances this season. I don't think they merit 3rd in the league. I don't think they should be above Newcastle, for example. Newcastle obviously beat them in that match. I don't think they should be above Man United at times. So they had a patchy start, so that kind of makes sense. Chelsea have played better than them at times, but in others they look like the worst team in the league. So, hard to say. I think Spurs need the first half, haven't started games great this season, and going down at half-time, despite their history of turning games around the season, will prove to be a massive challenge. Yeah, 100%. 100%, George. I I do think the longer... the longest Tottenham don't concede, the tougher this. So the longer Tottenham don't score, the tougher this game gets. Because all it then takes is a goal from Marseille, and suddenly they're out of Champions League. Sorry. So Tottenham need to start fast, but they also need to keep it compact. They can't afford to concede early, as you say, because I think as soon as Marseille score or don't concede, the fans start getting behind them. The atmosphere ramps up another notch, and that just adds another layer of difficulty. But yeah, all Marseille fans think we can win. We are optimistic. You got to be. As the underdog, you've got to be optimistic. You never know what can happen. It's a Champions League night, and this standalone game decides who goes through. So, yeah, I think it'll be interesting to see whether the Marseille manager can get the team motivated, because it's a big, big match. If he can get the team motivated, get them, really up for tonight's game, there's every chance they can win this match and be in the Champions League knockouts, which would be massive for Marseille. Napoli will destroy Liverpool again, 3+ goal guaranteed. I think the fact that it doesn't matter now for either side, I think the fact that it doesn't matter means that Napoli won't... I think if they get to 2, they'll calm down. I don't think they'll be, going for 3, going for 4. But you never know. They might just go, you know what, let's pace Liverpool for a laugh. I haven't actually seen the lineups there, but I can't imagine they're too strong. I'm going to have a quick look, and then I'll get into predictions for tonight. But yeah, just want to have a quick gander. Liverpool, it's fairly strong, It's stronger than I thought, and same for Napoli, really. In fact, not resting at all. That really does surprise me, because I know obviously the top spot's still to play for in that group, but realistically, Liverpool have got to win 4-0 to level out because if they win, they level out their head-to-head record, but they've got to then make up the goal difference as well. So it's a strong Napoli side. I guess they just want to confirm it, get over the line, get top spot. But I really don't see the advantage to top spot this year in the group. Usually, you look at, the top seed, you look at whoever finishes top as having an advantage. But the way the groups have unfolded this year, it's very much mix and match. Is it just you and Harry on Sunday, Jack? Yes, unfortunately, it is Chelsea fan. We were trying to find some guests for our 7-hour stream. Unfortunately, everyone seems to be busy this weekend. Very frustrating, but we will try and get through the 7 hours without just dying. But you never know. Hopefully the games are good. If not, we might just sit here crying. Especially if Chelsea lose. I don't know how we're going to get through another 5 hours if Chelsea lose the opener. But yeah, Napoli never not score. They are fairly prolific, and I think the team they've put out tonight will amplify that. It is a strong side. And yeah, I should probably get into some predictions now. I don't know, for Marseille Tottenham side, I really want to say, Marseille are going to nick this. Marseille are going to do it. They're going to get through into the Champions League knockouts. I want to back Ballon, I want to back Marseille, but the sensible side of my brain is saying this is Tottenham. They're a very good side. They've got Kane, they've got Son, they've got Perisic, they've got more or less so. But overall, it's a good team. Yeah, I think I'm going to go 3-1 Tottenham. No, actually 2-1. Marseille won't concede 3. And I think it will probably go 1-0 Tottenham, Marseille level, late-ish winner. That's how I'm going to go for it. It could unfold anyway. It's very hard to predict this game, whether they go for my head or my heart. My heart says, come on Marseille, knock Tottenham out. My head says Tottenham are a very strong side, and them being knocked out would be a big thing. Also, can't Tottenham still get Champions League if they lose? If the other game goes to a draw? Because they would then be level on points with Sporting, right? So what's the head-to-head there like? I'm going to have a look, actually. Because it is head-to-head, isn't it, first? I think so, anyway. I'm just going to check Tottenham's record against Sporting. So a draw and a loss. So no. If Tottenham lose tonight, they're guaranteed out. Yeah. All right. I thought, the stakes are very high for Tottenham. A draw, though, they're guaranteed through. A win, they're guaranteed through. But yeah. Be interesting to see. And chat also can't call it. 12 votes you guys have put in there, but you're 50-50 between Marseille and Tottenham. It's going to be interesting to see. It's going to be very interesting to see. Tottenham win 2-1. Fair enough. Chelsea fan XZ is going to go for 3-1 Sporting Tottenham. Sorry, head-to-head. Yeah, no. I was like, hang on. That's just not the game that's on tonight, but sure. Yeah. Right. We have got just 5 more minutes until kick-off. I better make sure we're on the right channel. I was just putting on the first 10 minutes of the Luton game. Luton are playing Red tonight and it's on Sky, but we'll watch the Champions League because that's what people care about. Imagine instead we just sat here and watched 90 minutes of Luton. Didn't mention it. But no, Tottenham Marseille, there's a lot on the line here for both clubs tonight. We're a few minutes away from kick-off. They needed to sell Mertens and Insigne, maybe not Fabian and Koulibaly. They spent less than they sold. But it's smart. It's very smart from Napoli. They replaced their ageing players with good young talents and they're building a very good side for the future. I only view it as good recruitment. Only review it as good recruitment. I'm going to get ahead of myself here and put the 0-0s on there quickly before the kickoffs come, so that when all the people rush in here for the start of the game, I'm not sat here doing this. But yeah, I can't do this, obviously, the timer yet. The game's not even kicked off. But yeah. Anyone else got some score predictions in chat tonight? I haven't seen any others. And we'll just scroll back though to see if anyone else. But yeah, make sure to put your predictions in. Make sure to vote if you haven't already. I know most people watching will have voted already, but if you haven't, please do. Ollie was never a bad manager as a player. Sorry, what is this? Is this a random Ole Gunnar Solskjaer take? Or am I completely on the wrong track there? But yeah. Also, Ryan Tune, welcome to the stream with the classic high full stop. Great to see you, Ryan. Welcome to the show. We're a few minutes out from the kickoff, so you've made it just in time. Crowd wasn't that much. Come on, they probably wouldn't have splashed the cash without those sales. Yeah, I think they had well, I don't think. From what I've heard, the guys at the top, they like obviously making a profit, and the Serie A isn't too profitable at the moment, and I think they've done really well. The best way to combat your league not being that profitable is to buy good young players, sell them on for profit. Because look, you look at Osimhen, that was like a 40 million transfer. They could easily get upwards of 80 mil, maybe even 100 if they're lucky. And Kvaratskhelia, they brought him for 15 mil. I reckon they could probably turn a profit of about 60, 70 mil if they were to sell him. Not yet, obviously, but give it another year or two, and I think they could definitely get a lot. So yeah. Overall, I think Napoli business has been very, very good. Also, Tottenham's business there, which, to be fair, Tottenham's business last year has been a little bit shaky. Obviously, ex-player tonight that they bought for £40 million, Tango Ndombele, plays against them tonight, which is quite interesting, isn't it? One of their rejects, who was there. Is he still there? Record signing? He isn't, is he? I swear they bought someone more expensive recently. Just can't think who. But yeah, he was at one point at least their record signing. But yeah, brilliant. And you, I'm great, Ryan. Other than my voice, which is starting to already go, my throat is absolutely killing me. I'm decent. Hoping Chelsea win tomorrow, and I'm fairly confident we will. Though it doesn't really matter either way. I'm more concerned about Sunday. So. Yeah. 2 minutes away from kick-off as well. And we have got another vote in the poll in chat. It is now up to Marseille. Come on. We've got to believe that Marseille could do this. 54% Marseille, 46% Tottenham. Fair enough. Fair enough. Who's your team again, XZ? Completely forgotten. 7th in the league, not very good. Last 5 games, only one match. Have had a tough run, though. Yeah, fair enough. By the way, speaking of fireworks, we've now got flares in the orange velodrome. Brilliant to see. I do love French football for the atmosphere. I do feel like sometimes it's a bit over the top. Obviously, like dashing flares on the pitch and at players and stuff, which we have seen from sections of French football support in recent years is obviously too far and can't be condoned. But they do create quite the atmosphere. When they pull out those red flares, the crowd is, it's an electric atmosphere for a Champions League night, for a European night. It's very exciting indeed. But yeah, captain's just exchanging those, is it emblems? I'm trying to remember what they're called now. They are, aren't they, emblems? I don't know what else you'd call them, but yeah. Tottenham, by the way, a lot of players on will be suspended for their round 16 if they do get yellow cards tonight, namely Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, Eric Dyer and Rodrigo Bentancur. Depending on the draw, they might want to pick up a yellow tonight, right? Because if you think about it, you pick up a yellow tonight, you miss the round of 16. If that's an easy game, that wipes off their yellow, it stops them missing any more of the tournament. But yeah, we're going to see. Guess what? We got Leipzig next. Who's your team? Oh, I'll see who's 7th in the Bundesliga, and then we'll work it out by that. Bundesliga, I'd argue, is the most interesting league in the world right now. But enough of that discussion because we are underway. I was not prepared for that to be so quick. Hang on. I think the time is going to be about 3 seconds behind. I can't be asked to fiddle around with it because I've not got Harry here to just talk to you guys while I do that. But yeah, we are now underway here in Marseille for tonight's European fixture. Tottenham currently on the ball. I think they didn't have kick-off, did they? Marseille had kick-off, but Tottenham have quickly got hold of possession. But yeah, moving it around. Oh no, sorry, I'm all over the place. Marseille have possession, Tottenham kicked off, I think. Yes, Tottenham are in their away kit. That's already thrown me. Marseille now moving it down the left. I'm trying to work out with all the players, so I'm going to have to get the team sheet up. So although I've already ran through it once, I've forgotten in the half an hour between then. Tavares is left wing back, that's it. Yeah. He would not have expected to be playing in the Champions League, like Eric Bailly. From a few years back, where he couldn't even get in the Europa League team for Manchester United, he is now playing in the Champions League for Marseille. That was a big error, by the way, from Chancellor Mbemba. The ball comes to him, he fails to bring under his control, and it's out of play. And now Tottenham, from the throw, are able to move it around the back. Eric Dyer. Do you think he should start for England, chat? What are we thinking? Because I've seen a lot of people say, if Eric Dyer starts for England, tournament's over already. But I think his performances, they've kind of merited him a spot, haven't they? So yeah, is Harry alive? Harry is absolutely fine. Yeah, Perks. He will hopefully be joining us later in the show. I mean, he should be. Yeah. But yeah, I still can't believe Leeds beat Liverpool. That was very amusing, though equally it did happen on the same day as Chelsea-Brighton, so it wasn't too enjoyable. Tavares, by the way, Nuno Tavares tries to put the ball in the box. Eric Dyer gets it clear. He's a player that, I don't know, he's an odd one, isn't he? Because on one hand, evidently he's having a decent season, I'd imagine, with Marseille. He's playing tonight right over, like, Sead Kolasinac. And he wasn't terrible. I mean, he was pretty bad for Arsenal, but he wasn't terrible. So, yeah. Gary Weissman, Marseille have Mucus Laura and Myung-Sin Hon on the bench, though. Star players. Yeah, odd calls from them. Odd calls. That's a brilliant outside the boot pass, by the way, from the number 17, was that for Marseille? Brilliant ball into Alexis Sanchez, and his header is just glanced wide, but a good start. I think that's Jordan Veretout with the outside the boot pass into the area. Nodded on by Sanchez, and it almost finds our far post. That would have been a brilliant start for Marseille. Very, very close indeed. Very close, in fact. Marseille unlucky not to score early there. There's like 50 people already illegally streaming the Bayern Inter game on Twitter. Man, why do you want to watch that? Why do you want to watch an illegal stream rather than tuning in to the completely legal, the Football Chat Live? Odd from all those people. But yeah, it's Chancellor Mbemba across to Guendouzi, spots the run of Alexis Sanchez in behind. Sanchez against Dyer. Dyer manages to get to his head to it. Sessegnon under pressure, plays it inside. Højbjerg gets it clear, only as far as, I believe that's Jordan Veretout. No, sorry, it's Rongier, and that's a poor pass. Tavares was never getting there. It's out of play for a Tottenham throw-in. Jesus. But yeah, no side's really had the measure of the other thus far. I know we're only 4 minutes in, but yeah, but it's relatively end-to-end. Quite a tight affair, but yeah. I've got 2 monitors, mate, it's fine. I mean, that's the ideal setup, isn't it? If you've got us on one screen, You got the game legally broadcasted on the other screen. You absolutely sorted. SkyGo is not doing well though. You've got two Masters running completely fine. SkyGo struggling on our one here, but yeah. And by the way, we have got our first goal of the night in the Champions League. Ajax are 1-up away at Rangers. I can't say that that score has completely stunned me. That is quite the expected one. I had to fight myself to not say Drew to Sporting. What, while you were on a train with the Tottenham fans? Yeah, just read through that. Nice. I've got two Masters. Mate, everyone's dual screening here to tune into the Football Chat live. Veratu, by the way, cuts that ball out. Guendouzi bringing it forward. He is starting on the right wing, by the way. That is an odd one, but I guess if it works for Marseille, it works for Marseille. Jonathan Klaus managed to skip past Perisic. Can he get a ball in there? It's a brilliant drive from Klaus. Tries to zip a ball across the face of goal, but Hugo Lloris claims it. Wow. It's a good run from Klaus. A very exciting player. I think he should have looked for options in the box rather than trying to put it on the goal line, hoping someone touches it in. There's definitely options there. I think that's a bit of a waste of a chance. You had Amine Harrit, you had Alexis Sanchez, you had Matteo Guendouzi, all in and around the penalty area. Bit of an odd call to do that. Eric Bailly has to deal with the ball over the top, but managed to stop it, get into Harry Kane. And now Marseille can relax. So, well, actually, they're going to bring it forward, aren't they? Nuno Tavares goes inside to Veratu. Sorry, Rongier. That's a brilliant ball over the top. Sanchez is in behind now. That's a brilliant ball from Rongier. Inside, can't get to Amine Harrit, and in fact, that is called offside by the linesman. I thought he spotted a fantastic run, but yeah, Alexis Sanchez. In fact, actually was onside. Looking at the replay, Alexis Sanchez was onside, so if that was a goal, it would have been allowed. And no Conte on the sidelines, by the way, tonight. Christian Stellini in there. Obviously, Conte was sent off late in the game against Sporting, so yeah. Will that have an impact, do we think, chat? Will Conte not being there have an impact? By the way, Marseille have won the ball in a very high area. Tottenham a little bit all over the place in this early 6 minutes. Nuno Tavares looking for options in the centre. Goes to Veratu. Sorry, Amine Harrit. Here is Guendouzi. Tavares, ball in. Can't meet the head of anyone, and Lloris is able to claim that with relative ease. Rangers low. Yeah, I know. Not the brilliant start they'd have been hoping for, and we have now got a second goal in the Champions League. Marcos Alonso has scored for Barcelona. They're 1-up now against Plzen. That should confirm them in fact, though, they're already confirmed to Europa League, so a pretty pointless game, but they'll be hoping to win that regardless. And yeah, an interesting lineup of no Lewandowski. I thought I put him on fantasy team last minute, hoping he'd play, not even travel with the team, so that is a little bit gutting, but Haaland wasn't going to play either way, so I'm not too worried there. It is only UCL Fantasy. The last group game is a bit of a tough one. Tough one to call. Tottenham now on the counter though. Heung-min Son. Brought down by Amine Harrit. It's a fair challenge in the eyes of the referee, and now Marseille can bring it forward. Alexis Sanchez pops one off from range. I feel like that was a bit of a waste of a chance there. Again, Marseille need to really stop snatching at these. But I guess maybe it's worth having a shot from that distance. If it rolls in, if you find one of the corners with it, there's every chance that could be a goal. Marseille, early injury scare here. Eric Bailly is down. I don't know what the problem seems to be, but he is down, sat on the floor. It appears to be his knee. That was always a problem area for him at Manchester United. This would be a frustrating early change that Marseille will be forced into here. Battle of the worst. Rangers versus Victoria Plzen. And Celtic. Celtic haven't picked up any points, have they? Actually, no, they did draw a game, didn't they? They drew a Shakhtar when Stepanenko missed an open goal. I think it was Stepanenko. Mikhailo Mudryk went on a brilliant drive. He squares it, and Stepanenko tries to control it and then slot it home, but instead he controls it past the post. Yeah. By the way, Marseille are sending their number 4. I think it's Gigot or Gigot out to warm up. I forgot Alexis Sanchez was still playing. I knew he was still playing. I saw the move in the summer. I thought it's interesting, but yeah, it's been a big decline, hasn't it, for Alexis Sanchez, and that is going to be the end of Eric Bailly's night, and that is a big miss for Marseille. Bailly's going to be gutted to be missing out on this game, and it's going to be Gigot coming into that back line. I don't know his first name. We're going to find out as soon as they put up the substitution thing. Stepanenko worse than Sterling miss? I'd argue so. I think the speed the ball was coming at was a lot slower. So I'd argue Stepanenko should have been doing more than with that. It is Samuel Gigo who coming on for Eric Bailly. That's an early change from Marseille. They've been forced into that due to an injury for Eric Bailly. Not ideal. Not ideal at all. Son tries to find Kane. Nuno Tavares cuts it out. He tries to play it forward. Højbjerg cuts that one out. Veretout then stops that getting to Kane. It's a little bit messy. Veretout is fouled by Harry Kane, I think, and that is going to be a Marseille free kick. Yeah. Veretout just about caught there by the English marksman. And now Marseille will move around the back. Reminds me of Timo misses. He misses the ball. Or Stepanenko. Stepanenko didn't miss the ball. Stepanenko tried to control it and it went past the post. Took a too heavy touch right in front of goal. Just literally could have touched into the net though. Didn't need to take the touch, but. Here is Tottenham now on the ball. Romero goes to Davies. Romero obviously at the heart of their back three tonight. Davies left centre half, Eric Dyer right centre half. That's a brilliant switch of the play from Ben Davies. It is Ryan Sessegnon, by the way, operating on the right wing back. Raul Perisic left wing back. Mora tries to play it forwards. Kane dummies it to Son. It doesn't pay off, and it's cleared by Marseille. If they are taking a pen for Inter, that would be a big win. To be fair, if Inter could beat Bayern, I mean, I know it's superficial, doesn't mean anything for the group, but would be a big 3 points regardless. Marseille fouled and they're going to play the quick free kick. The referee is not happy with that one. He does not believe that's in the same position, I have to say. I would agree with him, but yeah. He misses the power, if you get what I mean. Yeah. Yeah, he couldn't. It's like he got stuck, crossing his mind over whether he should shoot or pass, take a touch, and instead he just does something in between. 100% record, no penalty. I can't judge. I'm not watching the game, but sure. Obviously, that game is already that group is already concluded after Inter and Barcelona drew last week. Obviously, if that was a win for Inter, they could have caught Bayern right tonight, because the only game they would have lost was the Bayern one, and it's a free kick in a decent area. Marseille bringing it forward. Tavares down the left. And he has been caught by Ryan Sessegnon. This is not a bad area for a free kick, it has to be said. Sessegnon just couldn't keep up with Tavares. Tavares was bursting on the left. He fouled him once. Tavares kept going forward. And there's another foul from Sessegnon. Smart. It's very tactical from Sessegnon. He couldn't allow Nuno Tavares to break and then cross it in. But yeah, this is still a good goal score opportunity for Marseille. By the way, we are only on 5 likes tonight. So as Chelsea fan says, make sure to hit that like button, because I know there's more than 5 regulars in here, and people have not been smashing that like button. So please make sure to. And of course, if you aren't new around here, make sure to subscribe. We're on 971 now, 29 away from the big 1,000, big 1K. Hang on, I'm going to watch free kick before answering Gary Weissman's question. That's Paul from Veretout, and it is out for. Wrong. Yeah. No, sorry, it was Veretout. I was right the first time. Those two are pretty much the same person, but one's got the armband, one's not, so I should remember that one. It is now with Rongier. What do you call it when another player's taking 14 penalties and has just won another? Pen 15. I'm not sure I comprende, Gary. And on that note, I'll show myself out. Alright, see you, Gary. Thanks for tuning in. Great to see you as always. Marseille only team attacking in my opinion. Yeah, Tottenham haven't really done much in the 5-5. When they have, they've tried to play a zippy ball. They've tried to do too much with it so far. To be fair, they've not really had it in good areas yet. Marseille playing well. We shall see whether this can keep up. Still a long way to go. 77 minutes left in this game. It's been a long 13 minutes, has to be said. It's been a very long 13 minutes, but yeah, a lot of action so far. Veretout plays it into Harrett. He flicks it to Sanchez. It's back with Harrett now. Sanchez sort of boxed into this corner, looking for options. Does very well, to be fair. Goes back to Sanchez. Tavares. Sanchez lets it run for his feet. Rongier picks it up. Harrett spots the run of... can't tell who that is. I think it might be Jonathan Klaus. It is indeed. But it's cut out by Tottenham. And cleared to Leo Berardi. The Marseille centre-half. Emerson, Tottenham in the final thirds. Otherwise, a goal will come in Marseille's pocket. Tottenham too direct. You'd argue so, because every time they're picking up the ball, they're not getting the ball down. They're not trying to play with it. They're hoofing it long. Is that potentially a suggestion that they're just trying not to concede early and maybe they'll try and play prettier football later to get a goal? I don't know. But it's a bit of an odd call, isn't it? Because you'd expect them to be the better side, so surely they'd be wanting to play the ball, along the floor, play it around them and just get a goal. Instead, it's a bit conservative at the moment from Tottenham, isn't it? Bit conservative. They're happy to just sit back and make sure they don't concede. I guess for Tottenham, a draw is not a bad result tonight, so that's not a negative, really, is it? They can afford to sit defensive and still get through. Amina Harrett on the ball, by the way, tries to play a pass. No one making a run though, and that is out for a Tottenham goal kick. If Rangers don't score, they're the worst team in Champions League history. Is that because, I imagine that's the points, isn't it, and goal difference and stuff. That's a record you don't want to hold, is it? But yeah. And well, to be fair, if Pleasant concedes enough, yeah, as you say there, if Pleasant lose by 2 more goals, Pleasant is the worst team in Champions League history. Battle the worst. Yeah. The Rangers are going to be absolutely praying that Barcelona do a number on them tonight, but Barcelona haven't named a weakened side, and Rangers are already 1-0 down to a strong Ajax team. Yeah. No, Rangers in. Harrett can get. Sanchez can get there, and now Tottenham will drive it forwards. It's Ben Davies flying down this left-hand side. It has to be said, he spots the run of Perisic. It's too much weight on the pass, though. Too much weight on the pass from the Welshman. Perisic was never getting there. And it runs out for a Marseille goal kick. Paul Lopez is going to slow this down a lot. Marseille, they want to move the ball around. They're going to move it slowly, then try and move it fast. That is handball, by the way. Longley has handballed that in the area. The Marseille coach rightly furious at the fourth official. Nothing. No call from VAR. Equally, the Marseille players, Alexis Sanchez didn't even complain about it. So, I think it would be a very harsh, free kick or red card or penalty, whatever you try and award for it. It'd be very, very harsh. Because, on one hand you could say Denard have a clear goal scoring opportunity with his hand, kind of. On the other, it is just a bit, I think that would be incredibly harsh. I don't think it would be a penalty either. Wasn't quite in the penalty area. So then what do you give? I don't know. I actually have 3 monitors. Is this the new competition? Who's got the most monitors? We get someone like a 9 monitor setup. Pretty much VAR at that point, but yeah. Tottenham bringing it forwards. Perisic. Back to Rodrigo. Finds Højbjerg. Højbjerg knocks it back to Davies. He plays it across to Romero. And now they can try and build it up. It's not Romero, is it? Sorry, it's Longley. I'm getting those two mixed up. Romero's not even there. So not even mixed up. I've just been calling his name wrong the whole game. Apologies, Longley, if you're watching. But yeah. But actually, I only have 2 because I'm using one for another computer. Fair enough. I don't think that counts then. They've got to be in the same setup. If not, no, it don't count. Because you could just buy 100 monitors and not use 49 of them. That meant 99, but yeah, that works as well. Use the other 51. Sure. Rongier across to Gigo. Berardi. Good young centre half, Leo Berardi. I'm surprised with not really seen him push on. He was at Borussia Dortmund, I think. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, he was at Borussia Dortmund. Got the move to Marseille. Realised he wasn't really going to break into the first team setup at Dortmund, and he has made himself a mainstay at Marseille. Surprised I've not seen more from his career though. I thought, when he was at Dortmund, potentially, he moves on to a big club, but could stop to Dortmund. But yeah, no, it's not really materialised, though. I would argue Marseille is a big club. So, maybe he has achieved. He's playing for a good side. I'm sure he's not complaining, but it's not a top side, is it? It's not like one of your big ones. Your Real Madrid, someone that's going to be regularly competing for Champions League. And by the way, Alexis Sanchez gets off a good shot there. The ball comes into him from out wide. I think it was Nuno Tavares who plays it into him. He manages to spin his man, and he gets a good effort off at goal. Forces Lloris into a big save. Lloris is keeping him in it. Lloris has put in some big saves so far. Some big saves to keep him in it, because Tottenham, very defensive, are allowing a lot of shots. The corner comes in, by the way. Chancellor-Pepper tries to knock it on, but Tottenham will now clear. Son sends that absolute Mars, but there's no one up there. So Pau Lopez sweeps it up and will play it to a centre-half. Kane is putting pressure on Rongier, though. Rongier runs away from him, though, so it's absolutely fine. Plays across the Veratu, and now they will try and bring it forward, Marseille. I've got TFC on one, on the other I'm playing Inter versus Leipzig, FIFA 23. Fair enough. I've got TFC on one and Marseille Tottenham on the other. Nice. That's the ideal setup. You get us, or me right now. Not really plural, is it? And then you can watch the game with us instead of BT. Fair enough. I mean, I wouldn't. Or listen to who even is commentating this game. Probably a Tottenham fan, isn't it? By the way, Marseille bringing it forward. Harrett plays it back to Klaus. Klaus into Guendouzi. Guendouzi tries to find Harrett, and he does manage to get a touch on it, but it's too heavy. Tries to run for his legs. I think it takes a little knock off someone. It was the ball in from Tavares, by the way, that Sanchez then spun Longley. It's a venomous effort from Alexis Sanchez. It's really good to get away from Longley and get a shot off on goal there. But yeah, no goal materialises from it. Tottenham trying to spring the ball forward, but Marseille have it once again. And again, they're coming forward with it. Guendouzi trying to look for Klaus out wide, forced back central, then is forced back wide. It's with Alexis Sanchez, who's dropped a little deep now to try and get involved with the play. Good save for Ruiz scored to Marseille. Are the Ultras dark arts working? Potentially. Can someone score at Spoil when everything apart from two irrelevant games are 0-0? Yeah. It's just, we have this Champions League so far this season. I think it's been fairly consistently. You have one set when nothing happens for 45 minutes and then it all kicks off in the second half, and the other set of games where everything, gets really exciting in the first 45 and then nothing happens for the second half. So to be honest, I'd rather have a more interesting second 45 than first 45. I think, right? You don't want it to be 2-2 half time and, both teams come out and say play defensive second half, but maybe that's just personal preference. We've got 1.8 likes on a YouTube comment, nice. And Chelsea fan chasing followers. Got to be on that grind, mate. You just got to keep pushing out content and hope that people find it. That's what we're doing here, trying to get to 1K. And yeah, it's taking time. These things do take time. You've got to find your audience. You've got to find content that works, but if you keep at it, you eventually will achieve something. But isn't doing better than Barca the last 5 minutes. Fair enough, maybe they can nick something. You never know, do you? They could get a point. But it is unlikely, isn't it? Liverpool versus Napoli, the most boring game of all time. No big chances for either team. Can't say I'm surprised. The group's over. Both teams are through. Why would either team be pushing that hard? It's an odd call from both of them to go for strong lineups, but yeah. I guess they want to make a good game of it, but I think players are going to be saving themselves now. They've still got 3 games to get through before the World Cup, and they're going to want to save themselves for the World Cup. Especially when you're seeing players, other players, your teammates, and, players you might be playing with for your nation, going down with injuries, you're going to want to, save yourself. Marseille have possession again. There is a Tottenham player down on the floor. I can't quite make out who it is. It is Heung-min Son, who is down with a knock. I think it's a knock to the head. Yeah, this is why the game has been halted. Chancellor member goes up for it. They do clash heads, to be fair. Pretty nasty, but... it's Chancellor Mbemba's shoulder against Son's head. Son is down. I'm surprised they've not waved on the medical team. They are now doing it. That took a long time. There's been quite a lot of controversy, haven't we, the last few weeks with head injuries. It's an interesting one. On one side of the debate, people think players are mocking it and they're using it to, be able to win free kicks that otherwise wouldn't be free kicks, stoppages of play. On the other hand, we've seen Emi Martinez should have been brought off, wasn't brought off soon enough, and that can't be allowed. We can't keep having that happen. The physios need to be more stern. If the player's not fit to play, the player can't continue playing. So yeah, he could come off, probably not though. Son has blood. Does he have blood on him? I wasn't really paying attention, and they have now cut away from him. Doesn't look like he's bleeding, but again, yeah, only got a short still there. And to be fair, they might have cleaned up the blood before I looked at the screen. Guendouzi's not happy though. Don't know why. Just complaining. I think his argument there was that what am I trying to say? Was that it was Chancellor Member's shoulder, so it'd be unfair to give a free kick. But imagine it'd be one of those drop balls and they just boot it towards the goalkeeper. Subs warming up. Yeah, that could just be completely coincidental though. I don't think they were sent out for Son. I mean, yeah, Brian Hill is there though, so maybe so. But I'll just checking whether Son is able to continue. If it's just from precautionary checks. The length of time he's been down, I mean, he is now sitting up, which is a positive, but he has been down a while. We'll see whether he continues on here. Rumoured Son could be moving to Real Madrid and Kane to Bayern, which are really probable if Tottenham lose here. Tottenham won't sell in January. Because they won't be able to find adequate replacements because no other club wants to sell in January. You're halfway through a season. If Kane and Son are going to get moves, it'll happen in the summer. Which I think will depend on whether Tottenham qualify for the Champions League. Which I would argue, I know they're in the spots right now, but I don't think Tottenham will qualify for Europe as it stands. They could improve massively. Son not looking happy. I can now see he's got quite a lot of blood has come from his nose. He looks a little dazed. I mean, I'm not a professional, but it seems Tottenham are going to be forced into a substitution here. There's some sort of message being passed from the Tottenham, from the physios out there to the men on the sideline. I don't know if that's going to be a change. Son doesn't look in the best of states, I'll be honest. But yeah, lots of whistling from the Marseille Ultras. I can't say I'm surprised, but okay, right. What? Emerson Royale, everyone. Options to sub one if he has to come off. Well, Brian Hill, I think, changed the game last week. He looked very inventive, very energetic, very exciting to watch last time against Sporting. As for now, though, I've just seen him look over at Emerson Royale. I mean, what? That's the last player I bring. I guess if you're going to move Perisic forwards, you could then put Sessegnon on left wing back and Emerson Royale right wing back, but that's a big loss. Son is walking off, by the way. That is a big worry. Hopefully he is absolutely okay. I would imagine that is simply precautionary, but he does seem quite dazed. So it's right that if there's any concern, he should be taken off. So that's it's good from the physios that they've enforced that he has to come off there. And yeah, Tottenham now, of course, will also get an extra sub. They will be getting, because I think so, because you get concussion subs. Or is that only applying to the Premier League? Yeah. But yeah, Son is off. Son has walked down the tunnel, and no change yet for Tottenham. And the moment they're in a 3-4-2, this could be Marseille's perfect time to strike on the counter. Tottenham are readying Emerson Royale. That is Emerson Royale coming on. That is an odd call, isn't it? That is an odd call. Brian Hill is a brilliant left winger and they're choosing to put Perisic up there instead. Let's see how it plays out. But I think that's a big one. That's a big call from Tottenham. That could be their first mistake tonight. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see. Emerson Royale's got a big error in him, and Tavares has been causing Sessegnon problems. If he's causing Sessegnon problems, he's going to cause Emerson all sorts of problems. Marseille almost had a chance there. Zipped the ball out really well in a high area, but they've just lost possession. And it is 2-0 Ajax, by the way. Mohamed Kudus, the scorer. I took him out of my UCL fantasy team. Had a mare there. And Lewa didn't start, and I brought him in last minute for Haaland, so I've just basically thrown away 4 points there. And Hugo Lloris boots the ball out of play. Emerson Royale on for Heung-min Son. So, oh no, sorry, it's Juve Basuma. That makes a lot more sense. Okay, phew. Right, I only saw from the top, and I thought, hang on, surely not. But no, it is Juve Basuma. Phew. For Tottenham fans, you can breathe a sigh of relief. So that's interesting then, isn't it? So switch up old formation. It's a 3-5-2 now for Tottenham. They're going even more compact. I guess they really are playing for the draw. And Marseille wasting another chance there. Klaus tries to get the ball in. He does. It comes off Davies. Goes into then Guendouzi. He then tries to bring it under control, but it's a very clumsy touch. And Lloris will now have a goal kick. Change of formation then, yes. Yeah, we are now switching to the 3-5-2 for Tottenham. That's an odd one. It's a bit of an odd one, but I guess if they can qualify, they do qualify with a draw tonight, so I guess that's what they're going for. Oh my gosh, Liverpool had a shot on target. That sounds like the deadest game ever. I'm so glad we're not covering that. I'm glad there's something to play for, because if this group was done, I imagine that's the game we'd be watching. This is hilarious, overhyping Liverpool versus Napoli. By your account so far, Eric said it sounds like the dullest game ever, I have to be honest. Yeah. Sessegnon plays it inside. Kane, Mora. Gigo puts it up in the air. Kane putting pressure on Balerdi. Kane does really well, uses his body expertly there, but Balerdi then wins it back, and it's flicked on by Veretout. Højbjerg into Mora, and now Tottenham will slow it down. And I think they're going to go... I thought they could go back to Lloris there, but they play it on the back line. And Ben Davies now has possession. Goes to Basuma. The substitute, looking for options further forward, finds Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, and he goes back to climb along. I keep on saying Romero, honestly. Liverpool Napoli sounds very dull. Electric action, yeah. City Napoli UCL final. Is that your prediction? We have hit. Sorry if there is any lag, by the way, on the stream. It's all over the shop again. I hate when this happens, honestly. I don't know what the problem is with our Wi-Fi at the moment. It is now back to yellow, back to red. Brilliant. Liverpool had a shot. Another one. Bayern goal as well. Okay, hang on. Hopefully you can still hear me. We are fluctuating between red and yellow, which if you don't know what that is, it's basically the connectivity on OBS. No, it's just flickering all over the place, but hopefully you can still hear me. Yeah, I know, there is going to be lag, X-Head. I don't know what I'm saying, how I fix that, but yeah. The problem is, it's not even like it's just staying at red, which would mean that the Wi-Fi is all like dead. It's just like up and down constantly. It's not disconnecting, it's just very laggy. It's just traffic lights at the moment. Green, yellow, red. Click green, yellow, red. But yes, we'll try and soldier on. I'm hoping it will return to green, but it's just not. We have had lag recently, and then it usually just returns back after a few minutes. Just the FPS terrible. Yeah, I don't know how to fix that. We're back to green. Oh, no, we're not. Back to red now. Okay. Final score from a corner. Okay. Well, there's been a goal somewhere tonight then. There's been a goal somewhere tonight at least. It's this way, Joshua Kimmich. And a goal from Benjamin Pavard. Oh, we're back to green. Should be fine now. Like I said, what channel, what is lag? Lag is just like when there's internet's all over the place and you can't really see the screen because it's all like laggy. You get buffering and all that kind of stuff. We should be fine now. It's back to green. Don't know what's caused that. Rongier has a shot as he's absolutely zipped it. It's a good volley. But Lloris gets a strong hand to it and he manages to put that one out for a corner. But again, Sessegnon doesn't do well enough with the clearance. It's a sweet left-footed volley from Rongier. But the thing is, Marseille have to score while they're putting the pressure on. There's 12 minutes left of the half. They need to keep piling on. They need to just keep knocking on the door. See what can happen. Corner again. Guy goes in there. It's cleared by Dyer. But every time Tottenham clear it, they've got no one there. So it is just, again, allowing Marseille to put on the pressure. It's an odd one tonight. Oh, Nuno Tavares puts it in there and it's past everyone. It's past everyone. Kane holds the ball up well, looking for options to play off of. He's gone down under a little bit of pressure from Rongier. He's holding his head. I don't know how that's a head injury. He got clipped by Rongier, but sure. While we're just waiting for Kane to get up, 21 votes in the polling chat, 57% Marseille. A lot of people back in Marseille, which I have to say, based on current performance, I'll be backing that as well. 43% going for Tottenham. Oh, sorry, it's Verity, by the way, with the volley, not Rongier. Yeah, he's frustrated with himself because that was a big chance. It's a good volley, but he could have done more with it. Sessegnon cuts inside here, goes to Mora with a chance to score. He pushes it out wide. Perisic puts it back in there. It goes across the face of goal. No one makes contact with it, and it is offside. Linesman obviously just letting the play out, but let the face play out, and then Marseille deep free kick. 11 minutes left. Yeah, it was Lucas Moura stood in an offside position. It was a little bit tight, but yeah. First time we've seen Spurs in Marseille's box. I think you might be right, actually. They've not had chances, have they, Tottenham? They've really not. It's interesting to see. But yeah. Marseille bring it forward. Bellardi. Conclusion, Spurs are bad. Sure, blanket statement, but yeah. Bellardi. Gigo. Now with Mbemba. Rongier. Bringing the ball forward. Rangers are the worst team in Champions League history. They conceded twice now, haven't they? So they need Barca to score 4. It's also half-time at Luton Reading. 0-0 at the moment. It'd be nice if Luton could win that, but yeah, we'd definitely take a point after a tough few weeks. Should have won the weekend. But yeah, 10 minutes left of this half. Chat, what are we thinking? Will Marseille find a goal? Will Tottenham be able to score against the run of play? Or are we going to go into the break still 0-0? Or both sides score. Who knows? But yeah, tell me what you're thinking. Get your thoughts in chat. It is now with Hugo Lloris. He's gonna take this goal kick. He's taking his time about it. He does now go to Clement Lenglet. Lenglet able to take his time before zipping it forwards. Kane can't get anything on it. Gigo wins that one. Bentancur though wins the second header before Tavares brings it under his control and back to the Spanish shot stopper Pau Lopez. Lopez now back to Tavares. Tavares plays it in to Bellardi. It's back to Lopez. He goes across to Mbemba and now Marseille can bring it forward. Chancellor Mbemba now. Ball at his feet, driving forwards, goes inside as a poor pass from Mbemba to Rongier, and it's cut out by Tottenham. Kane, can he bring it forward? Can he create a chance? Could Tottenham score a goal? It's a good challenge from Rongier. Rongier puts the challenge in, but it is out for a corner. Anything happening in Sporting Frankfurt? No. Literally every game that's interesting is 0-0. Every game that still has something to play for is 0-0. Every other game, something's happening. But yeah, nothing in Group D. There's only one other game that's 0-0, and that's Liverpool-Napoli. So, yeah, it's a tough one. We've not seen anything. There's been action in this first half. There's just not been goals. Ibrahim Konate has been put sensational stuff in Liverpool-Napoli. But yeah, all the big games a little bit dry. Even Inter Bayern seems to lack much going on. Højbjerg heads down to Basuma, but then I think their foul is called, yeah. And it's going to be a Marseille free kick. Corner, I think, yeah. Pau Lopez fouled there by a mixture of Lenglet, Dyer and Davies, the terrifying trio. First time Tottenham go forward, right? Second time now, isn't it? Second time they've been in their box. Technically third, I guess. Mbemba. Cross to Klaus, back to Mbemba, Mbemba to Gigo, Gigo under his control goes to Lopez, Lopez touches it into Rongier, Rongier plays it back to Gigo. Marseille very deep right now, they really need to just get this ball forward. But their build-up is working, so maybe I should just shut off and let them keep going. Veretout goes inside, finds Amine Harriet. He's got Guendouzi out wide. The ball to Guendouzi isn't perfect, but it's worked, and Marseille have the ball forward. That's what they do there. They slowly build it up, and then 1, 2, 3 very fast passes, and suddenly they're in. Come on goal. Same here, Chelsea fans. Same here. Your first Napoli game of the century. Should see more action second half as teams have to go for it. When I was saying this, we seem to have a trend in the Champions League of, games being either boring first half, brilliant second half, or boring, excellent first half, boring second half. So hopefully that trend continues tonight, and we have, this is dull, and then we get a very exciting second half. Tavares tries to put it in there. Longley gets something on it, and then Basuma clears. 6 minutes left of this half. Marseille look better so far. Certainly so. I think as much as Tottenham have the stronger side, Marseille have had a lot more of the ball, done a lot more with it. And there is a goal in the group. Sporting 1, Frankfurt 0. I'm going to update the scoreboard. Now, I'm going to find out who scored that goal in just a second. But Sporting leading that game. That would... hang on. I forgot to do the little goal animation. There we go. Absolute seeds. But yeah. Sporting leading Frankfurt now. That is big. That is big. But yeah, hi Harry in the chat from Chelsea fan. Yeah, I presume Harry will join us at half time. Makes more sense than him coming halfway through the first half, not knowing what's going on, and throwing a chair over the table and bringing his mic on. So yeah, less disruption. But he will be here shortly. Huge goal for Sporting. Yeah, I mean that would put him through. So yeah, pretty huge. As it stands, Marseille Europa League, right? I know they go level on points with Frankfurt. It depends on head-to-head, doesn't it? If someone could get up the group and tell me what the hell's going on there, that would be lovely. So obviously I've got chat up, so yeah. Liverpool have lost possession one more time than Napoli. Incredible. And Arthur has scored for Sporting. And Mbemba was bringing it forward, forced to go back. Gigo to Bellardi. Could Marseille make it 2 home sides with a goal advantage late in this first half? Veretout to Guendouzi. Guendouzi plays it across to Gigo. Gigo chests it down, brings it under his control, and then looks to play it forward. Doesn't have many options, is forced back to Bellardi. Frozen picture. Timer is working though. Oh, hang on. Yeah, what the hell is going on there? That's not the right thing either. Alright, hang on. I don't know what on earth has happened. I was trying to put it onto the... I don't know, man. Hang on. I don't know how that's happened. I'm trying to work on a fix. Look at me being all technical issue. Yeah, this is usually what Harry does when the shit goes wrong. Oh, that's still earlier. Hang on. Oh, we're back. Come on. No, we've done it. We've done it. We don't need Harry to fix the technical issues. Don't worry. Harry's here, but I fixed it.
Oh, you fixed
just
it, yeah?
in time.
All right, I'll be back in 3 minutes.
Oh, that's brilliant, that. Okay, go back to the game. Oh, God. Amine Harriet goes out wide to Klaus. Apologies, guys, for that few minutes of chaos there. Better. What? There's the fact the screen's not just still. It's because the video capture got knocked off the edge of the table. So what happened was it just froze. Then when I tried to check, I checked properties because I thought that was the issue. I didn't see the thing had fallen off, so it just cut back to earlier when I was setting up to a frozen image then. So yeah, it was just the mess on the table, but yeah. Excellent. Right, Berardi. Marseille with 2 minutes. Can they find the first goal of the match? Rongier. Oh, he's brought down. That is definitely a foul, but play advantage is signalled. Veretout drives the ball forward across to Mbemba. This is good from Marseille. Across to Klaus. Klaus, can he get the ball in there? It's blocked by Ryan Sessegnon. I think Sessegnon and Perisic have swapped sides. Yeah, they have indeed. I think that's to try and potentially deal with. Is it Klaus or Tavares there? I don't know. They've both played well. Maybe just a change of fortunes, but yeah, all under control. Yeah, I know. Barcelona goal. Rangers fans, please smash Victoria. Yeah, they will not want to have the record of the worst Champions League campaign ever. But yeah, Barca second goal there, pretty decent. I mean, it won't matter much, but yeah. I've got a minute left here. Marseille bring it forward to Alexis Sanchez. Does really well with it, tries to put the ball inside, and then Davies gets it cleared. Rongier plays it across to Gigo. Gigo looking for options in the centre, crosses it in, and it's headed away by Perisic. Tavares picks up the pieces, tries to get it past Perisic. Can he get a ball in anywhere? Veretout. It's cut out by Mora, and now Tottenham can break. Now he's run it off the pitch. He's run it off the pitch, and Marseille want to get it going quickly, and they will. Here is Amine Harrit. He plays it across to Klaus. Klaus has people in the box to cross to. Goes to Guendouzi next to him. 7 additional minutes. We have 7 minutes of added time. Obviously, the Son injury will add to that, but 7 minutes of added time. We're really making sure Harry's never getting on the show, aren't they? Over in this game, 7 additional minutes. Wow. I mean, the Son head injury obviously was a good 5, 6 minutes. Maybe it got to 7 in the end, to be fair. And then a few stoppages here and there, I guess, would get it over. So yeah, 7 minutes still to play. There's every chance then Marseille could use those 7 minutes to their advantage, because they're on top at the moment. They could just get a goal. So if they've got to keep piling on this pressure. Amine Harrit over the corner. Ball in. Gigo can't meet it with his head. It is now back to Klaus. Klaus looking for options in the middle. Dumbfounds Pierre-Emile Højbjerg. Harrit trying to make something happen here by going backwards, forwards. Guendouzi back to Harrit. Sessegnon stops Harrit having the ball, holds him off, and it's a corner. Sessegnon did touch it. Okay, he was there thinking he'd done something world class, and then realised he had touched it. Marseille take it quickly. It's a very good set piece. That's a goal. Marseille 1-0. It's a big header from Chancellor Mbemba. Oh my God! Marseille lead. Oh my God! A brilliant corner from Marseille. It's played short by, I think it was Harrit over the corner. Gives it to Klaus. Klaus gets it in there. Tottenham weren't expecting it to be played so quickly. The ball's in. Chancellor Mbemba rises highest at the back post. He heads it down into the goal. There's no chance of Lloris getting there. It's Marseille 1, Tottenham 0. Let me update the scoreboards. Absolute scenes. Absolute scenes, everybody. Marseille use the 7 additional minutes to their advantage. It's Marseille 1, Tottenham 0. 5 minutes still to play in this first half, though. Could anything happen with that? So yeah, Harrit lays it short. Klaus with a brilliant delivery, and Mbemba heads home. The number 99 rises highest and puts away a brilliant header. Marseille, as it stands, knocking Tottenham out of the Champions League. Wow. Chancellor Mbemba of all people. I did not expect to see him scoring to knock Tottenham out, but we'd love to see it. You absolutely do. Ferran Torres, by the way, got that goal for Barcelona, but it's Chancellor Mbemba who's got the goal we all care about. Tottenham bringing it forward, and that is absolutely smashed clear by Leo Berardi. Out of play. What a clearance that was. Tottenham going to try and use this last 4 minutes just to try and, switch, turn the play around, maybe get something from this game, but as it stands, Sporting go through as first seed, Marseille through as second, Tottenham to the Europa League in third, and Frankfurt out of Europe. And once again, Marseille clear it. The Marseille manager, I think, is going to hold on to the ball a little longer than he normally would there. Does eventually give it to Perisic. Perisic now wants to throw forward, is forced to throw back. Marseille's man marking has been absolutely superb. And Tottenham still sitting too deep. They're way too deep in this game. They're a goal down now. They're out as it stands. They've got to push forward a bit more. I guess keep it tight till half time since Marseille have been on top, but the players evidently want to rush it forwards, but there's others that are sticking to the regimented system Conte's got them playing in. Bentancur loses possession. Guendouzi definitely getting involved in the middle there. Chancellor Mbemba calmly places it to Veretout. Veretout dispossessed by Mora. Guendouzi wins it back. Goes to Tavares. And now it's being brought forward by Marseille. Harrit goes to Alexis Sanchez. Could they find a second? What a goal that would be. What a moment that would be for Marseille. And what an advantage they would take into the second half. Guendouzi to Sanchez. Sanchez finds Tavares. Tavares against Perisic. Tavares happy just to stand in this corner for 3 minutes. Perisic won't let him down. He has to go back to Amine Harrit. Well, at half-time, most of the other Champions League ties, by the way. Unsurprising, I don't think many others will be going to 7 additional minutes, even if they did start late. And, had a few minutes still to go. They would still finish before this one. Veretout to Tavares. He goes inside to Harrit, who plays it to Rongier. Rongier to Guendouzi. Guendouzi, by the way, I think he's slotted into more of a 3 now. I think he's almost either attacking, the more attacking of the 3. So, actually, he might just be playing on the right and dropping in a lot. But it's a very fluid Marseille system. It's working, though. 2 minutes left of the half of this additional time. At the moment, they go into the break leading the game. By the way, Jordan Veretout looks remarkably like Robin Gosens. And no one can tell me otherwise. Rongier, driving it forward, finds Nuno Tavares. Tavares to Harrit. Harrit back to Veretout. Veretout into Tavares. Tavares now back to Veretout. Marseille just moving it around nicely. We are Tottenham TV ranging. You love to see it. You certainly do, Perks. You certainly do. Chancellor Mbemba. He goes back to Gigo. Gigo back to Keeps. Lopez now. He'll play it forward. He's looking for Guendouzi. Guendouzi does beat Longley to the header, but it is then out of play. He is fighting Longley for the ball, but so he beat Ben Davies to the header, and then Longley takes the throw. Throws it to Lloris. 50 seconds left of the added time. Even prime Andy Carroll couldn't score a header like that. That's a header only reserved for icons like Chancellor Mbemba, mate. Only Chancellor Mbemba scores that header. Lloris plays it across to Longley. Longley tries to play the ball forward to Kane. It doesn't happen because he was fouled. And via Alexis Sanchez. And Mbemba tried to pass it back. The pass wasn't accurate, unsurprisingly. Tottenham in trouble now. They certainly are. Spurs tonight, Channel 5, lol. Yeah, well, they'll be playing on... Europa League. I'm interested to see who they draw. There's some tough teams they could get. Namely, Nantes. It'd be quality if Nantes knocked him out, wouldn't it? Sessegnon now. Kane looking for options in the centre. He zips one off. Pau Lopez does get a fingertip to it, so it will be a corner. Last chance of the half. Marseille just need to keep it tight. Try and get this one clear. This is Sessegnon into Kane. Kane, it's a decent effort on goal, to be fair. And Lopez, he didn't need to touch it, but he did, and that is certainly a corner. This will be the last kick of the half. Tottenham could change a lot here if they were able to score. Going to the break. Marseille fans, though, they've got laser pens out on Ivan Perisic. The absolute shithouser of it. Højbjerg on the edge! And Pau Lopez is rightfully furious at his players. That could have been a very bad end to the half. But regardless, I don't know what's kicking off, but I think Pau Lopez is moaning at the referee that he's not being protected enough. That is now half-time. Tottenham losing at the break. Harry is now here. That made me jump a little there. I wasn't expecting it, but yes. Welcome to the stream. What a first half.
Of course, I missed the only goal.
Yeah, I know. That is all that's going to happen now. Nothing's going to happen in the second half. Let me just stick half time on there. Put one there so you'll be able to enter seamlessly, but Yeah. I'll go take a break in a moment and then we'll sort of talk about the first half. I mean, you can talk about what the bits you watched. I presume you're watching.
Yeah, I've watched most of it. I saw the goal. Lovely goal.
Excellent.
I mean, what header. That was, class.
Thank God the camera decided to kill itself before
Yeah, I was going to say.
before the goal. If not, that would have been horrific.
Is this on?
You got to unmute it.
Alright, I'll do that when I'm saying that.
Okay. Yeah. I'll be back soon. Alright, see you in a moment, Chelsea fan. Those on Perisic there, Real Ultras. I told you Spurs to struggle with the Marseille Ultras. Everything at half time. Yeah, all the games are half time. We will have kick off for the second half, and the other games quite shortly. I imagine that's only a few minutes away. Obviously, 7 additional minutes. For those that didn't catch you, obviously Son had to go off with a head injury.
I was hoping to see Emerson Royale, to be honest.
It looked for a moment like it could be Emerson Royale, but they did decide against it. I think Conte, the assistant was like, you know what, let's put Emerson on there. And Conte was very quickly on the phone. Like, if you put Emerson on Royale, I'm marching on the pitch and pulling him off.
It's Conte's not there, is he? Because he got suspended.
Yeah, he is in the crowd.
Oh, so he can't actually do anything about it.
Well, I mean, he can shout. If he shouts loud enough, I might be able to hear him over the Marseille Ultras. But yeah, I'm going to go for a moment. You can talk to chat.
All good.
I need to go to hopefully sort my throat out.
Yeah, let me
So I
just...
stop sounding like this.
Just do that.
Alright, back
Oh, my mic's still muted. Yeah.
Well done.
Let me shuffle across.
Oh, over there. Yeah.
Hi guys, I'm here now. I've watched most of the game, but I missed bits of it, so you'll have to update me on what I haven't seen. But from what I have seen, Marseille have been the better side. Really, really impressive from the French side, and to be honest, they thoroughly deserve to be leading at the break. So I'm just checking that that's all working over there. This is all working over here. Lovely jubbly. But yes, thoroughly impressed with Marseille, to be honest. They've looked really good. I think defensively solid. I think in the midfield, Guendouzi's had an absolute stormer. He's been really, really good in the middle midfield. And going forward, Sanchez, I've said, he's showing, but it's Klaus and Tavares I think I'm most impressed with. Yeah, out wide, they've really utilised that. And that's how the goal came. A short, very smart short corner, caught the Tottenham defence out, great ball in from, was it Harrit? I think it was it Harrit? Correct me if I'm wrong. But, what a ball in. And then Chancellor and Mbemba with what a header. What a header. Absolute bullet. Down, great, because he's come down, he's just headed it down, bottom corner. Lloris didn't stand a chance. And Marseille will be very, very happy to be leading at the break. From a Tottenham point of view, it's not been great defensively. Going forward, they haven't looked bad, but obviously they really, really miss Son. And hopefully he is okay. But defensively, all over the place. And we see it quite a few times with Tottenham. I think they're not as good as people think they are. They haven't looked great today, and if they don't buck their ideas up, they're going to find themselves into the Europa League. Are we lagging again? Alright, let me swap over, and let me see if we can fix that quickly. Sorry guys, should be fixing itself now. I hope. Should be all good. Still doesn't want to be all good. Come on. Should be alright. Going back normal now. Yes. Yes. Yeah, all good. All good. Just another little spike there. That should be all fixed now. Sorry about that, guys. It should be alright now. Should be able to hear me alright. Yeah, it's good now. But yeah, Tottenham not been great. And again, they've been caught out defensively. It's another set piece situation where it proves, a team move it quickly against Tottenham. You can really catch them out. It was a short corner and suddenly they're sold. Didn't stand a chance. 1-0 Marseille. I've missed quite a lot in chat. I apologise. Ferran Torres scored for Barca. That's their second, isn't it? I saw that Marcus Alonso got the first. That was pretty good to see. 5 minutes into the most epic game ever kicks off. Little Napoli, what a game that has been, like I said. Really enjoying that one. Sesko scored for Salzburg. Wait. Sesko scored? Are they not playing tomorrow night? Against Milan? Yeah? They're playing tomorrow, aren't they? Salzburg? Someone Liverpool 10-5, crossing didn't complete a single one. I predicted Marseille 3, Tottenham 2, didn't I, pre-match? I mean, I don't know. I'm sure you did. I'm sure you're right. I mean, actually looking at the replays here, if it should have actually been a corner, yeah, it should have. It was definitely a corner. And then Mbemba, he's just unmarked at that post. Absolutely nobody picks him up. And because it's a short corner, he's unmarked. Great header. Superb header. He puts it in the one spot of the goal that lorries cannot get to it. Superb header. Number 99 with an absolute thumper of a header. Right off the forehead. Could have not asked for a better header. Perfect in every way. But look at this stats. 69% possession Marseille to 31. 7 shots to Tottenham's 2. 3 on target to Tottenham's 1. 134 passes in the final third compared to Tottenham's 14. 16 touches in the opposition box. None for Tottenham. It has been horrific from the London side. They've been awful. They've been absolutely awful. And at this rate, they thoroughly deserve to be knocked out into the Europa League. But all I will say is if they do get knocked out, what a Europa League we would be in for. That would be mental. We'd have Tottenham, Arsenal, United, Barcelona, Ajax, AC Milan maybe. Some big teams in the Europa League. Could be very, very good. If Sanchez scored, yeah, that'd be hilarious. That Tottenham fans would be so angry. Fabinho's been the best player in Liverpool Napoli. Well, to be fair, last year Fabinho was massive for Liverpool. This year he's just not been good enough. Sonny Miles conceded a pen, VAR saved him. What a miss, my Lautaro, looking at highlights in the other games. Yeah, I mean, I'm taking your word for it. Obviously, I haven't seen these highlights, but I'm sure they are. I'm sure you're right. I don't think you'd lie to me. But yeah, let me just check the other games. Alright, I'm going to use this to read the chat. Bit of championship action as well tonight. Champions League, that's what I'm looking for. Obviously, Napoli, Group A is all done and dusted. A bit boring though, Ajax beating Rangers. Drawing. Obviously, Group B is decided. All done and dusted. Now they both played earlier. Atletico Madrid out of Europe completely. If you didn't know, Porto and Club Brugge made it through with Leverkusen getting knocked out into the Europa League. So Atletico Madrid out of Europe completely. That is a big blow for them.
Yeah, we spoke about that earlier.
Obviously, obviously we know about Group C, Bayern and Inter going through, Barca, and as it stands here, Sporting and Marseille through to the Champions League round of 16. Tottenham down to the Europa League, Frankfurt out of the competition. Obviously, I think all the other groups are played tomorrow.
How long have we got? Can we stick like 5 minutes of the Luton game?
What is Alan McGregor doing for Ajax's first goal? He just collapses to the ground. I'm not surprised, to be honest. He's hardly the world's greatest keeper.
Alan McGregor?
Yeah.
He played well against... Was it Liverpool we did well against? For like...
10 minutes.
Yeah. In that game.
Yeah. Well, you got one.
But yeah. You start a sentence and then just decide to end it by drinking there.
I drink. Tottenham, Monarch, Bottom. We are only one... We only played one half. Still a lot to be decided. And we saw what happened against Bournemouth. Tottenham came back. It's going to be interesting to see what happens here, though. Because obviously they need... A draw isn't good enough either, is it?
For Tottenham?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, it is. That's dull.
Because they can't drop below the losing team or Marseille, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
They can't... Yeah. So they go level on points with...
They're level on points with Frankfurt at the moment. No, they're 1 point off.
They're 1 point ahead,
Frankfurt,
so...
7, Tottenham 8.
A draw for Tottenham would be absolutely enough.
Marseille are on 9, I think, aren't they? Or 10, something like that. But yeah, obviously, Haaland.
I thought maybe even a loss would be enough, but it would only be
You're
they'd be
right.
fine if they drew. If the other games are draw,
Oh yeah.
then Tottenham would be fine.
So
I think.
we need the results to stay the same. So Frankfurt
Right, because if Sporting would
dropped
be
to
on
8,
eight,
and then, yeah,
and so would Frankfurt.
yeah.
To all be level on 8, and I think Tottenham. Oh no, Tottenham have a worse head-to-head than Sporting, do they? Don't
Oh
they?
yeah, because
So they'd be they have. So Tottenham have to turn this result around if not they are out.
Or hope Frankfurt win. I know, because Frankfurt will jump Tottenham. Oh yeah, so Tottenham have to win to get a point. Basically.
I'm not going to play against Sevilla. Will he play versus Fulham? I don't know yet.
Yeah,
We'll
so
see whether he
I
does.
did take out my team for Lewandowski, who hasn't started.
I did this one.
That was very sad. And obviously Kepa is not starting tomorrow either. That'll be Edouard Mendy, given the
No, I took out Edison because I want to keep Kevin for the round 16 stuff, and he's cheaper.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Edison will play tomorrow, and I put in Diogo Costa. I'm going to imagine Diogo Costa, sorry, not Diego, and Lincoln scored, haven't they? That's about it. What happened?
It's a penalty. Jack Diamond was fouled by Doug Tame.
What a load of rubbish, honestly. He should be back for the Fulham game. Yeah, you imagine so. I think Sevilla was just a game they didn't need to risk him in, and the weekend was precautionary. Not playing it. But I mean, it was only Leicester, wasn't it? Alright.
Wonderful.
I think it's still a bit warm, but more chest.
But yeah, we should be kicking off again in a few
Well,
moments'
hot,
time.
Hopefully so, yeah. If I was going to say,
We do
if
have
not,
a
we'll
few
stick
minutes
the
on.
Luton game on.
Chess fan, welcome back. So I nearly banned
Yeah.
you there. Did not mean to do that.
He's only just got back to messaging this
He should
stream.
be back for Fulham. Yeah, I think Fulham on the 48 point at half time because Harvey Elliott doesn't deserve to play a whole half of football. Or maybe Milner was feeling a bit tired. They thought.
But why is it at 48th and not at half time?
Oh.
That's what they're saying. Why wait 3 minutes into the second
Well,
half?
maybe Milner was carrying a knock. He was like, "I'll try and carry on," and then 3 minutes in, they've gone, "Nah, he's knackered."
Remember, they're like, we won't do anything other than play Harvey Elliott. And
Yeah.
then
They will try and make some mark us to not lose at Anfield, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, that's one thing. I know it's all decided, but another loss tonight is another loss.
yeah, I mean, at the moment, they're drawing, aren't they? It's 0-0 there.
Yeah, I'm saying they do.
The only game that is still
Yeah,
0-0.
won't back Chelsea fan. But yes, I mean, I'm hoping, because I know you said that with the pattern of the Champions League, we see one dull half, one good half. Does that first half count as the good
That second half was a good half. They would say it was a good half of football.
Could we see another nil? To be fair, it is a 0-0 half. Tottenham are out,
Yeah, so take it.
and we'll just chat on sport.
Or you know exactly what's going to happen. We're going to get to the 94th minute,
Harry Kane.
and it's going to come off
No,
Eric
no.
Dyer's arse.
Lucas Moura's going to get subbed on again.
He's already on the pitch, so that'll be well weird if he
I'll be
gets
honest,
subbed on.
I haven't looked at the lineups.
Okay, no Kirseki, no Richarlison. They lined up with a 3-4-3, which is now 3-5-2 after Basuma came on.
What's the back three? Romero, Dyer,
No Romero.
Sanchez, Dyer,
No Sanchez.
Dyer.
Yes. It's Dyer, Longley, and Ben Davies.
Well, no wonder they're losing.
I've done alright.
And then what? Sessegnon and Perisic as wing backs.
Which
Midfield
was
three:
odd.
Bentancur, Basuma, and Højbjerg. Right.
Yes, and as for Marseille,
Sanchez, Harrit, Mbemba,
Yeah, up top as a
Tavares,
two.
Klaus, Wanganduzi. That's what I need to know. Here's the
okay.
Sporting goal.
Rongier, Veretout pivot.
Oh, terrible
It's
defending.
terrible goalkeeper as well. It's gone through Kevin Trapp's.
Terrible defending.
Look at his arms, man.
It's flicked on by
man.
one of the Frankfurt defenders to the back post for Artur Gomez, and then he's just slotted it under the geezer in goal.
What is Tottenham's
Nah, kid's hideous.
record against Frankfurt like?
Win.
Did they win both games, did they? Tottenham.
Win, draw. No, they couldn't have won all games. They'd be higher in the group, wouldn't they?
Okay, have a look. Have a cheeky little gander.
Victoria Pleasant have scored.
They won and drew, so yeah, no, that wouldn't be enough. Oh my god,
Barcelona actually crap.
Thomas Chori.
Wow.
It's a weaker side.
Was it? Oh, it was a penalty.
It's a weakened side for Barcelona.
I mean, yeah, Marcel
Right, Alonso's the centre half.
He
And
scored.
he scored.
Maybe that's why Chelsea should have played him all along.
Inaki Pena.
Well, that's who gave away the penalty. Have a look.
Oh, it's Pablo Torre. Who the hell is he? He's a middle fielder.
Oh,
Playing in midfield with Kessie and Gabby.
Christ.
And then Fatty Torres, Rafinha front
If
three.
Pleasant come back in that one and get a point, that's massive.
It would be, yeah.
Well, I'd kick off the second half, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
Can Tottenham find a goal to keep themselves in the Champions League, or will the score stay the same way and Marseille will find themselves through to round of 16 and Tottenham out into the Europa League? Middlesbrough scored to make it 2-1.
Marseille started by kicking it out.
That's nice. Is someone injured?
That's interesting, Cole.
We don't want the vote. Bang.
I have also just realised, by the way, Spotify has been just constantly playing for the last few hours. Just on silent.
But yeah, I mean, Barcelona's then scored. Okay. Well, pleasant dreams over. But I mean, shout out to Marseille. It's an incredible atmosphere when you can actually listen to it. But it's hard to listen to when you've got stupid commentators.
Middlesbrough scored against Hull.
And then Barcelona goal under it.
It's a shame because obviously VT don't have the option, but on Amazon Prime you can listen without the commentators, can't you?
It's perfect.
You can listen just the noises.
Napoli goal, maybe.
Oh.
Maybe. What do you mean maybe?
Please tell me it's Zielinski or
Kvaratskhelia.
Di Lorenzo.
What do you mean maybe? What does maybe
So
mean?
maybe.
Is it being checked? Are Oasis there? Is it Oasis?
You're gonna be the one that saves me.
Yeah, it's Oasis. Yeah, it's Napoli goal.
No, I've just been told there's a Porto goal.
That was
That's good.
There we go.
Who's the Napoli goal from? 3-1 Barca, by the way, as well.
Yeah, no, it's
Leo Ostergaard.
Wow.
That might be a corner then.
Yeah, I'll check and
Oh,
process.
assist by Kvaratskhelia.
Cool. I was going to captain him, and then I brought in Lewandowski and thought I was probably captain Lewandowski.
As for Barca, Ferran Torres has a second.
Oh.
Should put him
Perisic.
in really, rather than lower.
Bentancur.
He might be midfielder.
All in.
Kane gets ahead to it, but it's well cleared by the absolute Chad, known as...
Is
Which one
the
was it?
Napoli goal a definite goal? Is it still being checked?
it might be checked. Hang on. By the way, Marseille bringing it forwards. Alexis Sanchez switches the play, finds Nuno Tavares.
He fell out of the
Tavares
process.
looking for options. Tavares has been absolutely superb tonight. A completely different player to what I've noticed, and that was a shocking pass.
You shouldn't. You spoke too soon.
That was almost brilliant crossfield pass to Klaus.
Because Van Dijk isn't the same Van Dijk that
saying.
went 71 games unbeaten. He's a different man.
He's a fraud.
Is that now? Now they've lost at Anfield with a crowd.
Honestly.
Is he now just going to be horrific every
got-
single game?
Dirgil Dan Vijk.
Yeah, as I say.
No.
And go Jomez.
No, mate. They've got Smergel Stan Bike. But they've not noticed. They sound similar.
What on Bold Tattit?
No, he's injured, mate. That's their problem.
Liverpool in the mud, yeah. I mean, I know the thing's done and dusted,
Also-
but realistically, it's not a loss at Anfield as well.
Mould would have been a brilliant first name there for...
I am Mold.
Option B.
Mold Jatip.
Yeah, that could work. Right, Paul Lopez kicks it long.
I love Jesus because you realise all these players play for Marseille. And I never knew that
It's fun,
Tavares and
Tavares on loan there,
and
isn't he?
Alexis Sanchez.
Klaus moved there after his good season with
Oh,
Lens.
he's gonna cry.
And now Lens are well above him in the league, aren't they?
I was going to say. Canate is playing, so now they can't blame injuries.
Waiting for... My hot dogs is
Emerson Royale.
somehow still
Yeah,
so
mine was
warm.
boiling. Emerson Royale goes back to Lloris. Oh, by the way, there was always a change at half time for Marseille.
I wasn't.
Gigo. Oh,
No.
When did he come on?
Eric Bailly came off in the 6th minute with an injury.
That's disappointing. I want to see how
It
he
was, yeah. He played well for 6 minutes.
Oh, okay, well, Gigo's
But
on
Gigo's a unit. He's ex-Spartak, mate.
Bentancur
Coming
beat-
forwards,
he
Gigo
has
misses it.
beaten
Kane,
wow,
it's brilliant from
how
Paul
he-
Lopez. He gets a fingertip to it. A fingertip to it, takes it away from the English man.
I was about to
Harry
say,
Kane.
did he... Was
And
not,
Paul Lopez is a very angry Spanish goalkeeper.
Emerson Royale's also come on.
He's not.
He did call to the team at the bottom. He has.
Oh yeah, he snuck on.
Emerson Royale, when did he get on the pitch?
No one's noticed. Sessegnon also there. Emerson's just sneaked on when no one was noticing. No, Sessegnon is off. Emerson Royale is off. We've somehow missed that.
Oh yeah.
There he is. Look, he's just
And
he's just killed. He's injured himself.
He's been killed. Now he goes allowed. Well, that took forever.
Jesus.
Oh.
I think Juve will win tomorrow and Benfica will top the group. I think you're an absolute waffle merchant, Perks. No, I don't know.
If Juve win tomorrow, that's
Not a
ridiculous.
clue.
Did he actually get a touch? Oh, he did
Yeah,
actually.
he did. That's
Yeah,
what
that's
I'm
enough. I thought he just missed it completely and got very, very lucky that Kane is horrific. Sometimes. In an England shirt, Kane scores that.
I know, you can't stop Paul Lopez taking it away from him.
No, good.
In English show, he just stamped on Paul Lopez's head and finished it, mate.
Ajax goal. Wow, that does really surprise me.
Well, that knocks Rangers down, and Kudus has scored a second. He's punishing me for not keeping him, isn't it?
I don't know why you did that.
I don't really think about it. I don't know, man. I don't know. He didn't start the last one. Plus, Burbank's going to be losing some points. I think my team's probably in the mud anyway tonight. I'll wait. I'm going to bring up all the points in the round 16.
I'll be honest, first 5 minutes, I don't know if it's just me being here, but Tottenham look better.
Yeah, you've cursed them.
Marseille haven't had a sniff.
Curse Marseille. I'm on 7 points. 2 from Guendouzi, 2 from Di Lorenzo, 3 from Diogo Costa. No start for Musiala, none for Zielinski, none for Lewandowski.
Did Diogo Costa not get a clean sheet?
Not in the end, no. Letty scored in like the last minute.
Oh, he scored?
Who scored now?
Oh,
there's no goal.
Oh, go on, Ray nailed it.
No, Ivan Marcano scored as an organic Carrasco assist.
That's a shame.
It was straight from the corner. It was going in anyway.
Cruz
but it
is
came
the
off
man.
Marcano's
Wait,
head.
he isn't. I don't know if it's a goal or not.
What the?
Lots going on there.
What is going on in Napoli, honestly?
I know a player down for Marseille, and Dimitri Payet's been sent to warm up.
That would be the player they need.
That is Dimitri Payet, isn't it?
Yeah. Exciting times, people.
It's goal disallowed.
My fine for Rangers fans are me who took Kudus out of my fantasy team.
Long ball from Longley, and it's going to run straight through to Paul Lopez.
Group A just both goals in second half disallowed.
Group A sounds
Yeah.
like dull.
Well, it's over now, isn't it? Group A, so who cares anyway? Ajax will be in the Europa League.
Good
Rangers
football
won't
here
have any
from
European
Marseille.
football.
Emerson
And
Rouse is
Napoli and
murdered,
Liverpool
man.
both be free. Mora tries to do something.
Gigo, what an absolute
That's what I'm saying.
man.
Veratu.
Did he play for Lille?
Oh, he might have for a bit. I know he
Or
was at Spartak.
Yeah, that's what I say, Spartak.
Yeah, no, I did say that earlier.
That'll be it.
I think what you've heard it from.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't think he's ready for now. But,
No, I got Lille and Spartak. I was thinking
How?
of...
Oh, Tottenham are all over the place. It's now with Emerson Rowe. He's dealt with it, and then Sanchez just like sort of kicked him for a laugh.
I was thinking of Gavardio, but he doesn't even play for Lille. He didn't play for Lille.
No.
They've actually been better than Napoli, but not nothing 4-0. Well, I think that Napoli performance was phenomenal. Away from home, first game of the group, really strong performance, and Liverpool were absolutely stunned.
Yeah, it's a really good show.
Kane used his strength to beat who's our centre half, and they've given a
The
foul.
three
by
back is
Guendouzi,
Balerdi, Gigo, and Mbemba.
yeah.
So it was Gigo, or who was
Where's
all
Caleta?
over him there, and then Guendouzi shoves him.
Does Caleta still play for Marseille?
He doesn't play, but yeah, he is. I don't know if he might have moved on actually.
I think Liverpool will be better off the World Cup. They've got
I
to
seem
fight
to
that
remember him being one of Nottingham Forest's 9,000 transfers. I've just not seen him in a Nottingham Forest shirt at all.
I
so maybe not.
think you're right actually. Liverpool will not be fine.
That's what I'm going to look at what Caleta-Car's up to now.
I think Liverpool will really going to struggle after the World Cup. Ball in, header.
Oh, and there we go. Tottenham have their goal. It's through Clement Longley. It's a good ball in.
I'm just gonna
Marseille
leave
lose
it then.
concentration for a few moments. Please don't. My voice is killing me. I can't do the second half on my own. But yeah, Tottenham have got the goal. I'll update the scoreboard. This is just sad now. We wanted to see Tottenham out. We're not going to see Tottenham out, are we?
How did this happen to me? Well, we enjoyed 53 minutes of banter, but now it's just so easy. He just jumps above everyone else. It's a good header, to be fair, and Paul Lopez can't do anything about it. Does he not push the Marseille? Oh, the Marseille play doesn't go down.
In other news, Caleta-Car plays for Southampton.
Right, I told Tottenham come back. Yeah, I think we all knew they would at some point.
He's played the last 3 games. He's played 90 minutes against Palace, Arsenal and Bournemouth.
Oh. I'm not
He's got some
noticing
decent
that.
ratings, and he got 40 minutes against West Ham as well.
I'm
He
not.
also played 90 against Everton.
I've not noticed him playing.
But he was at Marseille, you're right. He was playing in all. He started the season with Marseille, played a few games, moved on He didn't play on deadline day. Sorry, he moved on deadline day from Marseille to Southampton, and yeah.
That goal, that Tottenham goal, means Tottenham go through and Marseille are out of Europe completely with Frankfurt in the Europa League. And here come Tottenham come forward again.
Here we go.
Bentancur, forced wide by Gigo.
And they'll top the group now, won't they? Jammy little bastards.
Never mind. More like 20, yeah. Wasn't really. I mean,
Yeah, but still, 53 minutes where Marseille were the better team. I still think that Spurs will bottle it though, hopefully.
means
So.
you have to be better for the whole game. Not just 53 minutes, and here come Tottenham again. Lucas Moura's through.
He
Cuts
squares it,
across
but
to
it's just
absolutely
in the air.
nobody. And with 35 minutes to go, Marseille need to be careful because if they concede again, they're completely out of this. Marseille manager just shakes his head; he can't believe it because he knows his team are one. This game is one goal away from them either being through or them being out of Europe completely. Jonathan Klaus on the throw. Doesn't have
Rangers have made a triple change, by the way. Seeing if they can do anything there. Klaus clearance clips off Basuma, and now Marcel sends it the other way. Could they?
May should have got more of it than a goal in the first half. Yeah, maybe. If they'd been 2-0 up, then
Yeah, they
much,
say
much
you had
more
chances. They say had chances. Pleasant have got a second. I repeat, Pleasant. It's Pleasant 2. Barcelona 3. That'd be the ultimate mockery if they were only a point behind him. Who scored that? It's Thomas Churi again.
Wow,
he's
on
on a
hat-trick.
double.
But here comes Tavares.
You're busting if you're
Still
stuck him in your fantasy
Tavares.
team.
Great drive.
He's don't want to keep it on.
Oh, yeah, he's ran room.
It's
Ref pulled it
it's
back.
a foul.
Ref pulled it back.
He's
Good
pulled
call
it
from the
back
ref.
for a foul. Fair enough.
I remember this ref. He was rubbish with the Chelsea game.
No, he's damn well today, I have
Yeah.
to say. By the way, 25 votes in the polling chat. 60% thinking Marseille will win this. 40% Tottenham. Very much in the favour of Tottenham not being in the next
Chelsea
round.
Real last year.
Yes, he was terrible in that game. But today he's
And
been
there's a yellow
excellent.
card for somebody. And I don't know who's going to give it to. He's walking over to the big gaggle of defenders and attackers. Koibe's like, don't
It's
go
like, I
for
don't know who
boys.
did this. I'm just going to go give a yellow card to
It's
someone.
like, he can't find it. He's looking
Oh, no,
for
there we go.
He's found
It's Emerson Royale.
He's found Long
No, it's Long Play. There
and
we
booked
go.
him.
Okay.
Frankfurt
Someone's
scored a
drawing a hat-trick,
pen.
I'm telling you. Wow.
That's bad.
Well, it doesn't really change anything, does it?
Well, no, but now if Marseille score, Tottenham are still in, aren't they?
No, they're not.
Oh no, they'll still in Europa
Sporting
League.
will
won't
beat
they?
them on.
Yeah.
So we need if Marseille could score here,
Ball in.
Marseille top the group.
Caught by Lloris. And he goes to ground. Why is he time wasting for them?
I've got to do the goal animation, but then
Lasers on Kamada.
Score's changed now,
put it
guys.
away.
wow, it's all starting to kick off in this group. So if if Marseille score, Sporting will score. If Tottenham score, Frankfurt will score. That's how this is
We need
working.
Marseille and Sporting
Because
to score.
Sporting scored in like 37 minutes. A few minutes later,
Yeah.
about 10 in the end, but a few minutes later, Marseille scored. At the point it was 47. So without the delay, that would have been about the same time. Sporting just can't use lasers to prevent goal. Yeah, they should get some of these Marseille lasers they've got.
So these Marseille Ultras really know how to create a Tottenham back atop the group. Yeah,
Hashtag things we hate to see.
it is a shame. Good from Marseille though. Still not done and dusted.
Klaus,
Good
it's
ball into
cleared.
A1.
Perisic, it's a throw.
Marseille still knocking on the
Klaus
door.
throws it to Mbemba. Mbemba.
Confirmation
He
that
goes
Dykes
back
can
to
mark it.
Ballardi as it stands. They love it. Tottenham are top. BT Sport.
9-8-8-7.
I bet Robbie Savage just fallen off his chair. He's so excited. That's he wanted for a very almost slide in. Harrod has it, picks it up, and
that
it's
wasn't
a
a bad hit,
bad
you know.
effort. That's all.
Right
It's
about
just
there.
over the goal, but Marseille starting to pile on the pressure again. This is what they did in the
Safe.
first half. Eventually they cracked. Oh, I don't think Lloris did get anything on it, but they might have said he did. Oh, it's very close, you know. It's hard to tell. Could do with them slowing it down, but VT's. Oh, he might have, you know.
Oh, no, I didn't know.
No, he didn't.
Good hit, much higher. Yeah, I just need to go a bit lower. I think Lloris would have cover anyway. Also, a great intention by
Bit
Harry.
lower and in
Big
left to right.
chance. Can they do something a bit hard?
Sanchez back to Gendouzi. Gendouzi tries to get the ball in
Wow.
there. Well, I mean, tried to get the ball in there. Just those players in there, and that's a
realise that at the
corner.
time. And there was a man right in front of him, but I guess that's just what I did. Corner to Marseille. They scored from one set piece. Can I score
Well, I'm
from
going to
another?
have a second.
That is really dull.
Wow.
Nobody likes that.
That's really I'm excited. Who scored that?
Ball in from Marseille. It's headed away. And Bemba, about 30 yards out, puts the ball back
It's
in.
not bad. It's cleared by Emerson Royale, and then who absolutely booted away.
To Paulo
Oh,
Lopez is going to collect on the halfway line.
I've got no knowledge of a Bayern second goal.
Well, it's a
just
goal.
yet,
It's a goal. It is a goal.
Nothing on the Champions League app or on FootMob. I think.
Wait, it isn't.
There we go.
No, Bayern goal disallowed. No goal. Okay. Tavares finds Sanchez. He's lost the ball there. And Basuma, he's being hounded. He's done well, and then Emerson Royale's done that, and somehow it's
Just
worked.
touch the ball and sprint away from it.
I don't know. I don't think it is a goal. I don't think it's a goal either. And Bemba, oh lovely. Oh, not so lovely. He tried to take on Bentancur. He knocked the ball past him, but couldn't get around him. Great tackle.
That's a foul on Hojbjerg.
Ref. No.
It's a debatable one.
We didn't see the replay. I don't think it was a foul from Beratu. Let's have a look. No.
That's not a foul.
No, he's got the ball.
The referee's horrifically biased. This is a disgrace.
Yeah. Ban him. What? No, where was I? I don't know. I don't think it is a goal.
Yeah, lovely.
Neither.
30 minutes left of the half. Half the game, sorry, not of the half, of the whole game. Ryan Mason's there, by the way.
Is he the one leading the team?
Well, he's one of the coaches, isn't he, there?
God.
Harrett gives it to Guendouzi. Dispossessed, though. Gigo
Wow.
sends it back forward.
Tottenham bottled
Alexis Sanchez gets absolutely
tournament when they were
murdered.
under Ryan
Harrett
Mason's
to Guendouzi to Klaus. Klaus looking for players. He finds Harrett. Harrett taking his time out this one. Goes to Rongier. Rongier, nice bit of movement. Goes to Mbemba. Mbemba looking for options. He has Klaus. Guendouzi's playing on the right wing.
Wow.
And then dropping in a bit. Klaus tries to find Rongier, but now Hojbjerg has it back and he'll try and play it forwards. Tries to find Mora. Dispossessed. Jordan Verretou finds Sanchez.
Get a shot off. Not quite.
Rongier
Great footwork from Rongier.
goes out wide.
Tottenham
Tavares
against the wall.
tries to get the ball in. It comes off Emerson Royale. Guendouzi picks up on the edge. Goes back to Tavares. Tavares has Rongier as an option. Rongier goes across to Gigo. Gigo opens his body up to play it wide, and he finds Mbemba, who's kind of operating as a right wing back right now, because Klaus is almost like up as a right winger. It's quite aggressive. But now Tottenham have it back, and they can drive it forward. Bentancur with options to his right. He's got Kane now, but he goes to Mora. Mora misses it. Emerson Royale bursting forward, though.
Look at him go.
It's not a great cross, but it's been spilled by Paulo Lopez, and Kane didn't do anything with it.
Paulo Lopez, very, very lucky there.
Oh, it's cleared up in the air by Sporting and almost in their own goal. Sporting are winning 3-1.
See you, Chelsea.
And also, Chelsea fan, see you Sunday. We will be live from 11:30 on Sunday for Chelsea Arsenal. We will then be covering Southampton Newcastle and Tottenham Liverpool. So join us for a 7-hour stream. There'll be a little promotional post about it, community post about it tomorrow. So look out for that.
Built by Paulo Lopez.
For more
Kane
information.
should have scored really, and then is it kept off? Is it? I don't know. No, it takes too much time. Yeah, he kind of need to hit it.
Yeah, got stuck at his feet a little.
Tottenham corner. Can they take the lead? If they took the lead in this game, that would be massive. And they've got a big chance here. They're loading the box with bodies. Needs a good ball in from whoever's taking on that far side. Lionel's turning the player to get a hurry up. He puts the ball in.
Bad delivery. Dyer flicks on, and now Marseille will attempt to break. Jonathan Klaus plays it forward, but it's over. It's too forward. I'll be honest. Alexis Sanchez is like 40. He's not getting there. Lloris, he is going to take his sweet time about this before then picking it up and looking for Tottenham shirts to throw it to. Coventry beating Blackburn. That's exciting. Hope this isn't the Kane we see at the World Cup. Yeah, we need Kane firing if we're going to go anywhere at Qatar. Kane stopped by Gigo. Moore then flicks it through to Kane. He's offside. Will he finish it? He does. But then the flag is up.
You never know. Just got to finish those ones in case you want.
If it was off Gigo, then arguably that's a goal. Oh, no, sorry, Bellardi. But yeah.
Yeah, miles off. But yeah, has to take him.
Yeah, he's shown he can finish. Just has to stand offside to get in the position to do so. To be fair, I've looked at the injuries and now I see why you've sacked Allegri. Literally, their whole team is injured. They're playing literal children. But also, I think they also don't have many replacements right now. Like, who do they go for? Zidane, maybe? I guess. Is he interested? We don't know. Rongier.
Great drive.
Klaus now. I think Zidane's waiting for a France job.
Yeah.
If he doesn't get that, maybe we'll
I
look
think
at
Conte
Juve.
will turn to Juve, and Tottenham will need a manager that isn't Ryan Mason. Oh, Emerson Royal slots through. It's more. I think he could be
Mora
on.
could be off, could be on, who knows.
Great tackle. Anyone
Rongier sticks in a good challenge. Lino's not... flipping heck. The Marseille player complains at him and the Lino just raises his eyebrows at him.
Is it 0-0? Yeah, it is.
Domini's been subbed on. Right, advantage Napoli.
Derby.
Yeah, it is 0-0 Napoli.
Yes.
Welcome to the stream, by the way, Mattia. Good to see you.
It is. What a goal, what a song.
What, Nunes or the guy who sung this song?
Zidane to Juve brings in Ronaldo, imagine. Nah. Oh, balls.
Lincoln have conceded everyone.
Accrington, Stanley.
Just has to flick over to Liverpool, Napoli to Thingy and try and kicked a ball in the crowd or something. Yeah, he's picked up a yellow card. Anyway, back to the game we're actually watching.
Therefore, Longlow would score. No, neither did I, to be honest, but he has.
Gendouzi.
And right now, his goal
Klaus.
is keeping Tottenham in the Champions League, along with other goals. Rangers very unlucky not to score. That does surprise me, because they are rubbish.
Nunes actually scores more frequently than Kane. Yeah, but Nunes has had less minutes and has played, and he scores in easier games. I mean, didn't he get too well against Bournemouth? So he picked up a few there, and Rangers.
And there's no debate between Harry Kane and Darwin. It's
No,
just
no,
not a
that is-
debate. 24 minutes to go. I don't know if Tottenham.
Nunes has played in the easy fixtures for Liverpool this year. Majority of the time.
I don't know if Marseille are going to find a goal, I don't know if it's going to happen.
Kane tries to turn Mbemba. Luckily, Mbemba's an absolute shad, so he just pushed him to the floor. Bellardi. Tavares.
That's a goal.
Oh. Pleasant Dreams is over.
Give him a good
Mbemba.
game, though. Thomas
Yeah.
Shaw, is it?
Chori.
Sure.
Klaus tries to go inside to Mbemba. Harriet picks it up, goes back to Rongier. It's a free kick for Marseille. Klaus brought down and zooming over there.
So Tottenham assistant's going to pick himself up a yellow card.
Blimmin' heck. Oh, and he is very angry at one of the coaches, making him sit down. The ref, Jesus, that was amazing.
Shut up. Sit down.
The ref just absolutely pegs it over there. Books the assistant and tell one of the coaches to do one.
Oh, the Tottenham assistants now going to get... Who gets... What happens if they all get sent off? All the Tottenham staff.
Rongier goes out wide and Mbemba lets Klaus collect it. Mbemba to Rongier. Tries to find Klaus on the overlap. Clement Longley cuts it out. Bentenka plays it inside. Højbjerg plays it forward to Kane, who flicks it to Mora. Mora driving forward, finds Emerson Royale. Emerson Royale is outplaced by Nuno Tavares, but he has now got the ball. I gave her a pen, he's made up for it, yeah.
Lucas Moura, good drive.
And buying our second, by the way. Check, but for time wasting, that was what it is. We don't saw it for a moment. And we've got a second goal in the Frankfurt game. It's Frankfurt 2, Sporting 1. And we know what that means, everyone. Tottenham are about to score.
They better not.
A goal from none other than Randall Kolo Moani.
What does that mean for the group?
It means Moani's the GOAT, but it also means Frankfurt top it.
But where do everyone else stand?
Tottenham would be second, Sporting in
Third.
third. Yeah, because they've got a better head-to-head than Marseille, I think.
But if Marseille score, Tottenham back down to third.
And Sporting would be bottom of the group.
Yeah.
Imagine, after some of the performances they've put on this
And they've
year,
beaten Tottenham twice. They've beaten Tottenham once. They've beaten Tottenham
Frankfurt
twice.
can end up topping it with Marseille second. That would just be ridiculous.
Here comes Guendouzi.
Eric Maxim Choupo-Moting, what a
He
player.
scored.
He has, yeah.
Wow.
He scored Bayern second.
So yeah, it'll be 10 points for Frankfurt, 9 for Tottenham, 7 for Marseille, 7 for Sporting.
I mean,
Frankfurt deserve a goal. They've been playing well.
Frankfurt, what a turnaround that would be. But Marseille, as I say, 20 minutes to go. They'll be going for a goal now. They know they need one. Tottenham will park the bus. They know they can get.
I really did not see Frankfurt going through though. I thought Sporting had enough there.
They might still. They've still got a while to go in it.
Sanchez to Rongier. I'm hoping Marseille score, but after we've seen the other away side score and the way that the game's been going tonight, Tottenham are now going to break. Kane goes to Perisic into Basuma. Basuma turns out and goes across to Højbjerg. Højbjerg plays it to Dyer. Dyer looks down the line and he finds Emerson Royale. Hope Tottenham get humbled here. That would be good.
Doubt it's going to happen though. Basuma, long lay back to whoever that is, and then more Dyer.
Dyer, I was going to say.
Yeah,
What a mystery new centre half they've just signed.
Tottenham are much improved since the first half. They put their ideas.
Remember backs to keep. Paul Lopez plays it into Veretout. Veretout now across to Gigo. Gigo plays it in to Mine Harrod. That's a brilliant turn. Sanchez, Harrod. This is really nice from Marseille. Needs to find Tavares out wide. Finds Tavares out wide. It's a 5-on-5 now for Marseille. Can they get the ball in? Blocked by Emerson Royale, the world's best right back.
Right.
That's Liverpool get a clean sheet against City and Napoli, but not Nottingham Forest. That's sort of what they do.
That is Liverpool in a nutshell.
Steal points from the rich and give them to the poor.
Exactly. Robin Hood.
Surprised they didn't let Rangers have a draw.
I mean, Harrit on the corner for Marseille. We know what happened in the first half when he put the ball in. It wasn't directly from the corner, but he still put the ball in. And Bemba's not in there this time.
Obviously, Harrod, to Klaus and then that. Okay.
Doesn't beat the first man.
And Lloris claims that.
And he goes to floor. And he's going to waste as much time as he possibly can. Tottenham can lose to a Murat, who is 5th in the Slovenian league. They can lose to Marseille. Do you think so? Substitutions for Marseille. There's 2 of them coming on now. Is that Sengi Sunda? There's 3 of them coming on now.
That is Sead Kolasinac.
Blimey.
I think it was Sengi Zunda.
It's making ex-Tottenham.
That's stuff that Palon Ballon is a big fan of. We did have him in the stream at the start, which is good for the Marseille.
Kane's gone down off the ball with his holding his head.
That'll be a big miss for Tottenham if they got 2 players out.
He's got in the head.
He's caught some fingers
Well,
off from Bemba in his eyes.
He's bleeding from his elbow. Separate incident, obviously. He's still down. Could have called for some medics, I think.
This could be, you said injured, but it's not like he's about the World Cup with a finger in his eye.
On for somebody.
For the number 4, Gigo. So they've brought him on for someone who came on. Now, I don't know about you, but that seems a little counterintuitive.
I feel bad about Gigo.
He has played most of the game, then he came in the 6th minute.
And there's Sengi and
Kabore and Under. So Under on for Veretout. They're going for this now. I imagine Kolasinac will move from the central centre-half role.
I think we'll be right for England. He got stroked on the face.
England the mud. Harry Kane's got fingers in his eyes. Cabore's on the pitch as well. The number 29 on for Jonathan Klaus. So I don't know how exactly they line up right now, but we'll try and make sense of it. Kabore is at right wing back. Kolasinac is at left centre-half. Balerdi slots into the middle.
And just through the middle.
And who'd he come on for?
God, don't know.
Marseille coming forwards.
And
pull back for a foul.
Pull back for that's kicking the ball away. Could get a quick cheeky yellow card on that. Everyone in that number have 2 shots play makes no sense. Football don't make sense.
Ganduzi and Bemba to Rongier, who appears to... Ganduzi slotted, hasn't he? I was wondering how they had a central midfielder on the pitch. Because they took off Veretout and didn't bring on another midfielder. So have now switched, I think, to a 3 of Harrod.
Still warming up.
Yeah, here is Senki Sunda.
touch.
Can he get a shot away? He does get a shot away, but Lloris claims.
Never was going to trouble Lloris.
Well, I think he what was hoping maybe it was dip in, maybe someone get a touch on it.
Yeah, 77's got a gamble there, who that is.
It's Alexis Sanchez.
He's just got to run in
Or
front of
Harris,
Lloris.
depending on which player you meant.
I had these.
Dimitri Park, they keep focusing on him.
They expect him to
He's
come on.
gutted.
Is he distraught to not come on?
Maybe they thought because they were mentioning him earlier because he's probably the only person that
They've
Robbie
still
Savage recognises on the
They've
team sheet.
still got a few
Well, that
subs.
guy hit free kicks a while ago. I don't even know if Robbie Savage is there tonight, but I'm
Liverpool
just guessing.
scored. He scored one free kick against Palace. That's all I remember.
I like the cons updates. Thank you, X-Ed, of the Liverpool game.
Yeah.
Harry Kane's blind now.
Oh, 15 minutes to go. That is lashed into the crowd. Oh, what was that? What was that? Yellow card. I don't mean I haven't there. Running back. Marseille player. Kind of just shoulder barged down some rails and
obviously
scored.
ex Borussia Dortmund, has been booked.
He's been booked by the referee. He kind of just shoved an elbow into Emerson Royale. He's running back. Emerson Royale
Just couldn't resist.
Emerson Royale go down behind his face. He's trying to win a red card there, isn't he? He's gone down on his face.
Ah, I've been punched in the
Oh,
arm.
yeah.
my forehead.
Genuinely, the bloke's shoulder barge when he's trying to go down, hold his head like the referee wouldn't notice. Dear oh dear. Well, might as well try, I guess, in football.
Kane tried to bring under control, but it's up for a throw-in.
Pau Neves.
Could he kick it long? Could he throw it long? Could he throw it short? He throws it decently far, to be fair. Just Sead Kolasinac. Back to Balerdi. By the way, I think they switched to a 4.
Yeah.
Kolasinac in at left back. I think Tavares has gone to left wing. Emine Harrott in attacking mid. But they've still got this Kabare bloke. I don't really know where he's playing. Unless they are still playing.
I think it's just very fluid. Rangers
I guess Rongier isn't right back, is he? So
Rangers
I think
7
Cabaret is right
minutes
back.
away
He's just very,
from
very
becoming the worst team in Chelsea history.
Under.
That levels, he's going to
Here's
happen.
Perisic puts Harry Kane in. Kane against Mbemba. And Mbemba with one big challenge. Can he put in a second big challenge? No, he let Kane have the ball there a bit softly. But Kane puts it in the middle. Højbjerg. Emerson. Back to Højbjerg into Basuma. Basuma tries to play it forward to the middle to Mora, but yeah, Balerdi gets in front of it. Guendouzi lets it run through his legs. That's incredibly intelligent. Now he's scrapping Højbjerg. The referee just said, "Sure, mate, you do you." Harrott plays into Sanchez. He tries to lay it off to someone, but no one was there. Tavares goes to Kabare. Kabare looking for options. Goes to Rongier. Harrott to Sanchez. Sanchez tries to give it back to Harrott. Has to go back to Rongier. This is nice from Marseille. They're trying these little flicks though. They just need to hit it.
They're still holding on to it.
Tottenham have 5 men behind the ball at all times.
They've got, you guess you say, they've got to shoot. They've got to shoot. The two, someone's gone down with cramp here for Tottenham. Tottenham just trying to waste too much time. First time we've seen a goal in a while. Liverpool goal. Liverpool scored, like that is.
Or if Napoli scored.
They scored, I think. You think they've scored?
Matty put Liverpool crying emoji. I presume Liverpool conceded. There's goals in every game according to my app. Yeah, it's 1-0 Liverpool.
Oh, that is just boring. Nobody likes that. Who scored?
Doesn't say.
Mo Salah?
Nope. Zininski's now been subbed on this. So.
No, Salah goal.
There we
Poor
go.
goalkeeper by Alex Murray. Can't lay out in the crowd. I don't know where the blokes sitting next to him. Don't know who they are.
Bald man and hair man.
I'm sure they're important.
Luton draw.
Spilled it in
Bit
his
disappointing.
So say Lincoln drew Akron. But as the group stands, Frankfurt top
Luton
on
now
10.
10th in the league.
Tottenham second on 9. Marseille third on 7. Sporting third on 4th on 7. little bit where slimmest the margins. But yeah, group still to play for with 11 minutes to go in this game, about 5-6 minutes left to go in the other game. Still a lot to be decided, not long left. Does it like Sporting are going to find themselves out of the Champions League?
Marseille will find themselves in the Europa League. Mo.
Tottenham will manage just to get through to the Champions League round 16 and
I will
Frankfurt.
fact check the
Tottenham
groups.
do.
Hang on. No, Marseille will be in the Europa League. Sporting bottom, Tottenham in second, and Frankfurt topping everything.
Basuma. Bentancur, Tamura, Toy,
It's against the bar. Marseille have to hold on now. And obviously they want to get the goal and
Can they
qualify,
counter
obviously.
Advantage played.
They also need to bear in mind that if they concede, they're out of football. And I'm Harry's turned up. As soon as Liverpool scores, as soon as Salah scores, I'm Harry's back. Make sure to tune in Sunday, where we're going to watch Liverpool lose to Tottenham. Unfortunately, we don't have any guests. So I'm going to be doing a 7-hour stint, just us, hopefully. Just win the first game, and then we can just survive off the vibes of that for the next 5. But yes, make sure to join us there. We'll be live for a while, so we need all the people here possible. We need all the support
Rangers
we
goal.
can get. No way. I don't believe you, Matt, yeah?
Yeah, you surely put him a leg.
There's no way they've done that.
Here comes Tottenham.
I don't-
10 minutes to
can't
go.
fathom a Rangers
Lucas
Champions
Moura,
League goal.
great tackle. Oh, it's played through Kane.
It's a
Great
massive
tackle
challenge.
again.
Chancellor Mbemba.
Got the ball as well. Big tackle. So our top scorer for the Premier League. Yeah, you stat pad against Rangers.
Yep, Rangers goal. Rangers
Wow.
have scored a real goal.
They've actually put the ball in the back of the net in the Champions League.
One more and they'll have a draw.
Wow.
One more.
And they wouldn't be the worst team in Champions League history.
They wouldn't Pleasantwood.
Guendouzi.
Sir James de Burn, yeah, penalty.
That's Perry, don't care. Guendouzi again. To Harrett.
Calvin Ramsey and Stefan Badgetic make their debuts now.
Really good play from
Harrett.
Marseille. Harrett super.
Keeps going with it, but he loses it. Højbjerg to Emerson. Emerson, big challenge from Guendouzi. Harrot, can he pick up a pass?
He's got to move it.
Goes to under, poor touch. Gets it to Sanchez.
Sanchez.
Sanchez turns.
Sanchez!
Oh, it's a
Block.
big block from Ben Davies.
I don't know how much you know about it.
Ajax have
Massive
scored a
block.
third. The dream for Rangers is over. But the dream for Marseille certainly
That is
isn't.
a huge block. I thought Alexis
The
Sanchez
problem is
would
Marseille
find the
can't do
breakthrough.
their cheeky little fast thing, can
Suarez is
they?
going on.
Suarez, hang on.
I
think this is the Granada Luis
I think he
Suarez.
should have laid it back there.
Nah.
Man.
This
I
is
just
really good
so
from Alexis
well.
Sanchez.
It was actually long.
Yeah, there was Perisic.
It's not even long, mate.
He got around Ben Davies. It's the same thing he did in the first half. Maybe he should have gone around him and then cut back when Davies made the slide tackle and finished it.
Luis Suarez, not the actual Luis Suarez, the Granada one. It's pulled back to the edge of the box.
But Veratu blocked. Gigo.
Oh,
It's
why has he
out.
done that?
3-1 Ajax as well in that game, by the way.
Harrett's effort on the edge of the area was big block, and it's now out for a Tottenham goal kick.
And they're going to take their sweet time, yeah.
Just, what's this?
This was Bentancur
That's
getting it to
Højbjerg.
Højbjerg, hit it against the bar. More right, lovely
That
layoff.
could have been game over. The last hits against the bar. Louis, Javier Suarez, not bitey Suarez. I've thought qualified, yeah, as it stands they would, yeah.
They would
but
if
if
they draw
Marseille
this game.
score-
If Marseille could get a goal in the last 7 minutes, Tottenham will be out of the Champions League. But in the Europa League.
And that would be comical. Lloris take his time over this goal kick.
And 2 changes. Oliver Skip enters the field for
Marseille
Rodrigo
got every
Bentancur.
single chance now. Tottenham are helping them out.
I think there was a second sub, but there's no indication that that is true. Tavares
Ball in.
delivered, flicked
flicked
by
on.
someone. Of Tavares.
Yeah, right, great. I don't understand Liverpool. They do just pick and choose and they all play well.
So Sanchez is off, isn't he, Alexi?
Yeah, what a tackle that is from Chancellor.
Yeah.
He doesn't actually touch the ball. Or he just
Hey, there needs to be a Chancellor Mbemba song.
Ooh, Chancellor Mbemba.
Everyone else's song.
Ooh, Chancellor Mbemba.
Chancellor Mbemba. better than Jemba. He will stop you if he can. If he gets a header, he'll bury it
He'll bury it in the...
forever.
He'll bury it forever. Scoring goals from everywhere.
Whoa, Chancellor Mbemba.
Better than Jemba.
Jemba.
Rhythm is a dancer. Chancellor Mbemba. Try and stop him if you dare. Doesn't come from Scandinavia. Is not Marseille's saviour yet. He could be. Here's Guendouzi. 5 minutes to go.
Boss' first name was Demba. He wishes he was Mbemba. Alright. Bertie tries to play it out while there's a miscommunication. Sorry, Kolasinac tries to play it out while miscommunication, and yeah.
But Marseille for
A combination of Kolasinac and Tavares. This
I guess all the other games are finished.
Sorry, Arsenal and obviously
all the
Alexis
other games
Sanchez.
done. Are Frankfurt confirmed through to the Champions League and our Sporting confirmed as out? They're surely over by now. Else around the long throw.
I don't know, Chris Kamara.
I don't know, Jeff.
Well, it's Sergio Conte South who scored that third for Ajax. Very good player. He's been brilliant.
Here
I hope,
comes
for the last few
Guendouzi.
years.
To Kolasinac.
This game is still ongoing, by the way, at Sporting. All games are not
All
finished
in,
yet.
it's out for a corner. Marseille to pile on the pressure. The Tottenham, 5 minutes to go.
So this game seems to be running on longer than all the others. Obviously, after the 7 additional minutes in the first half, we are going to have some amount of time, I imagine, here. Not too lengthy, but I imagine a good 2-3 minutes.
Maybe.
For Marseille to maybe grab a goal, or Tottenham to confirm their place and
Oh,
actually
that's
knock Marseille out of
terrible.
Europe.
Marseille throw though. Cabore. 1-2 Guendouzi. Oh no. Cabore on the ball.
Liverpool beat City and Napoli because they're terrible. How many Champions League do City and Napoli have? 0. How many do Forest and Leeds have? 2. That answers your question, X said.
Cabore heads it on. Basuma wins
I
it.
don't think past
Basuma
success
kicks it out.
is a good measure, but
The ball boys. So lower the ball when the ball goes out, the Marseille ball boys have the ball ready every single time to chuck it back and give it to their players. Ball in from Sengi Sunda. It's a great what a miss!
Sad Kolasinac!
What a miss! What a chance!
Oh my god.
What a moment!
I thought he'd done it.
That was their chance. What a ball from Sengi Sunda. I thought it went over. Just heads it into the ground and wide.
That's my,
He
I
heads
thought
it
he'd done
wide.
I thought that was in the back of the net.
I thought it was in.
Oh.
Huge
If
chance.
he didn't head it into the ground. I was pretty much trying to see whether Napoli have ever won a Champions League before, because I was thinking, hang on, they might have, but...
That could have been Napoli's chance. But they're still going to
Could
come
have.
forward.
Marseille's
ahead of the
chance.
skip. That could have been Marseille's chance. Yeah. Oh, that's a
Morat brought down
great defensive work there.
by Bellardi.
Marseille got to come forward now. They've got to throw everything at this. Just under.
Sengi's under.
Just under 3 minutes to go. Now we're closing on 2 minutes to go. They need a goal.
Yeah, no, Napoli haven't. I thought maybe under when Maradona was there, they may have won a Champions League.
Oh, it's a big tackle from.
Oh, that would have been before his Champions League.
And here comes Tottenham. They're trying to drive it to the corner. Toybear. He is just going to keep this. He's just going to hold on.
Haven't made it past round
He's
16
just
before.
Kicked into the corner.
Does that only take into account these Champions League things? Because I swear Maradona took him far, even if he didn't win one.
Good spin. Guendouzi.
Guendouzi goes out wide to Cabare.
Marseille, can they find a chance? No. Oh,
Tries
wow.
to go past Perisic. Skip plays it to Kane.
Kane just knocks it through.
Barcelona's just become the most dead game. Liverpool minute to hold on.
Perisic holding in the corner
Goes
now.
take his time.
Goes
now,
back to
because-
Oliver Skip. Tottenham knocking on, it's not.
Skip
not
got the
looking
armband,
nice,
by the
mate.
way.
I bloody hope not. Not on Tottenham fan. He might do actually.
I think he did on the left. Look at his left arm.
Mm.
But surely Kane would have it, so why would... Or Lloris, why would...
Yeah, I'm sure he does.
Yeah, no, I don't think he does. Surely not.
Long way. Davies driving forward.
It's just going to be it, isn't it?
Can they win the ball?
Kane.
Kane. He find Davies again. No, he's just run to the corner.
Cobra needs to win this ball. Kane's gone down softly. It is a free kick.
Silly foul there.
That's all I can do.
And Tottenham free kick, they're going to take their time over this. 40 seconds to go plus additional time. I think that Klassenat's chance was Marseille's last chance.
Yeah, probably.
I think that miss is the end of it all. And I mean, they'll still be in the Europa League, so they've still got chances there. Well, obviously it'll be gutted
Unfortunately,
if not
Tottenham
get
through.
And Tottenham, obviously, will be through.
And more money into other League One clubs would be useful for competitivity.
Perisic cuts it back. Can they get us forward now, Marseille?
Harrett gets pulled, but he keeps going. That is sensational.
He's got 4 minutes added time.
Goes to
Marseille
Tavares.
find the winner.
The Bayern Inter game is done. Tavares, this is brilliant.
Super! Oh, terrible shot. Killing level.
Need to keep it down.
Terrible
man.
shot.
Need to
4
keep
minutes
it
on time.
down. Oh, he's just
That
absolutely
is a
smashed it.
horrific effort.
Why didn't he just low and hard? Why high?
Hope for deflect. It goes in the hope for deflection.
Insane.
He has blasted that well over the bar. And Højbjerg's down. He's also getting booked. He's injured himself in
I was
fouls.
going to say. He absolutely assaulted Amine Harrett. And Amine Harrett just went and do one, mate.
Lloris on the goal kick.
And Højbjerg's tripped over his own ankle. This would be a big concern for the Danes. We are now 2 weeks away from the World Cup and he is very much unable to walk. I mean, he's continuing on, but he's not.
Ryan Hill's going to come on. They're trying to get
Very
the ref
quick.
to sub. Ref doesn't want to sub. He's telling Lloris to get on with it. Full time. Sporting are out. The Champions League. Frankfurt are through.
So Højbjerg's currently just
Only this game to be decided.
walking
now.
around. Yeah, he can barely move.
Is that right? I think he's just gone and sat in the back line, isn't he?
No, look, you can see him over the far side. It's just calm.
To go and doozy.
Currently in a 5-3-2, Tottenham just keeping it so deep. Lovely switch to the play from under. Tavares. Looking for options in the centre. Goes back to... don't know who put it in there, but it's back with Kabare. 2 minutes. Still to play. Gendouzi can't get it in there. Instead he has to go across to Balerdi. Balerdi out wide. Harrett lets Tavares go and get it. Tavares. It's a big cross. It's too close to the keeper.
Offside,
And it's offside somewhere in the passage as well. Is this it?
I think this is done.
Tottenham.
I think Tottenham will be through. I think they'll be okay.
It's just so sad, guys. I really hope they wouldn't be.
Refs,
Sorry to any Tottenham fans out there, but do we really want to see an upset today?
refs telling
Darwin Núñez
Lucas
goal.
Moura
He
to
keeps-
get a move on.
Excellent, you keep saying there's goals. Now there isn't actually a Liverpool goal in the 10th minute, I was about to say. That doesn't make any sense. It's the 100th minute. 90 plus 10.
Blimey, what won in that game?
I've got 27 reasons why. Darwin Núñez. Oh dear. That man. Mora's off.
No.
He is on. Why did they not bring off Højbjerg? He can barely move. Maybe he's recovered.
100% record. Yeah, 100% record ruined. Well, I should don't mind. Bayern do because they have quite a comfortable group by their standards. Lloris takes the free kick, it goes long.
Kane
First,
flicks it on.
They've got to get this up the pitch now, Marseille. They have a minute.
Hill's energy up front can be
They've got a
perfect. He
throw.
kicks it off.
Ball boy immediately there with no
Bemba.
ball to play with. And
Let's Tavares take it. They've got a minute to get. They've got to now just go for it. Under pressure.
surely we
And there we go. It's a free kick.
Under
Under too much pressure.
It's long. Good joke.
Gendouzi pushing it forwards.
Needs some options.
Oh, Skip almost put a challenge in. Has to go back to Mbemba. They've got to play it forwards now. They can't afford to try and build it up. Emerson gets it out. I think this is done now. I think Tottenham are through, but they've Gendouzi. The pass to him wasn't good enough, and now
that's the
Skip drives
game.
forward, and there's not enough time for Marseille to turn this over. I don't think
They want it back though.
they have.
It's got
Harrett,
to go long now. Otherwise, they
Balerdi.
can't mess around with it on the. They've got to go long. It's got to go long.
Rongier,
Got
Harrett.
5-6 seconds. Harrett's got to do something with it. They're going to play on, I think, because of the substitution for Ryan Hill.
Gendouzi.
No, it's out.
It's out of play for a throw.
West going to let it run still.
Harrick,
Marseille got to do something
Ganduzi.
with it. And they
They
haven't.
try and find
clearly.
Suarez. And now Kane is going to just play it across. And Tottenham could actually get a second goal here and knock Marseille out. Højbjerg does finish it. He finishes the chance. Tottenham win. And Marseille, trying to push for a winner, are out of Europe.
Oh yeah, they're throwing away the Champions League. They're throwing Europa League.
They're out. Marseille.
Marseille
the pain.
Marseille going for the...
They've gone too hard for the win.
Yeah, they've gone too big. They've gone everything.
They've forgotten that the Europa League was still on the line.
Yeah,
And Højbjerg's gone and finished the chance.
they've thrown away the Europa League.
It's a good
As
finish.
well, we think, anyway.
Yeah, then that'll be it. They'll be on lower points than Frankfurt, so they don't go
Wow.
through. Marseille thrown it away at the death.
So they've gone. They should have just held on, and they can't believe it. The full-time whistle goes. Marseille can't believe it. They've gone from 45 minutes ago. They thought they had Champions League football, and because they've sent everything at it, they've lost and they're out of Europe completely.
Oh, that is a big shame for Marseille.
Yeah. Because even Europa League, they could have
They've
something
gone
with.
from table toppers at 45 to bottom of the group by minute 90.
They could have done something with Europa League. They could have gone far in the Europa League, but they went
They're
too gun ho.
completely out of Europe. Completely out.
I mean, they should have thought about it realistically. They shouldn't have left so just
By
everyone.
and Luis Suarez has paused on the halfway line. Marseille players in disbelief as they've
Yeah.
realised that they've completely thrown away Europe.
In the 95th minute. Pierre
Wow.
Højbjerg.
Well,
Tottenham get top spot as well.
let's round up
As Tottenham now top seed. They're
all
in second
the
still.
teams that are through into the Champions League confirmed so far as of tonight. Obviously, we've still got tomorrow's games to go, but as of right now, I don't think there's anything that can't be decided right tomorrow. There's nothing to decide tomorrow other than second.
Milan Salzburg.
Oh yeah, so there's 2 to go then. Okay, so Napoli and Liverpool are through. Napoli top seed. There, Porto, because of their win today, and Bruges didn't. Porto in as top seed,
Yeah,
Bruges in
Bruges.
as second, but Bruges still through. I don't think they're going to be too worried there. The second seed, I don't think that's necessarily too bad. Bayern top of the group over Inter, but Bayern top seed. Inter still through. Tottenham through as the top seed. Frankfurt in at second.
Marseille, wow.
Marseille dropped to last. Chelsea already through. Milan and Salzburg, the winner of that game, will be into the round of 16. Real Madrid through. Leipzig and Shakhtar battle tomorrow to see who will progress in that one. In Group G, Man City and Dortmund are already through, so that group is done. PSG and Benfica are also through, but tomorrow we don't know who's top seed yet because Benfica could beat Haifa while PSG used to Juve and top the
We've
group.
also got to decide who our Juventus or Maccabi Haifa is getting Europa League.
Of course, yes. So if Juve were to beat PSG, Haifa lose to Benfica, Juve would get their.
I mean, looking at the stats though, Tottenham completely undeserved. Completely undeserved.
It's a really, really good performance from Marseille. At Sporting, another team I can't believe are out.
But Europa League for them, that's another big side in Europa League that caused problems.
Amorim is not a happy man because they had this wrapped up
Yeah.
as of 2 games ago. It looked like they'd be through. They were terrible last week.
They beat Tottenham.
That's not what I meant, sorry. 3 weeks ago. It was the 4th
Yeah.
game week they threw away, I'm fairly sure. Let me try and find back to it now. We still need to do player of the match, by the way. We'll get into that in a moment. Back to match week 4, hang
Yeah,
they lost 2-0 to Marseille and got a red card. That's the game. That is the difference, obviously.
My man match goes to Clement Longley. Scored the crucial goal for Tottenham and defended superbly all round.
Yeah, fair enough. My man of the match.
Blimey.
I don't know. It's got to be Marseille player for me.
Mm.
I'm going to go Chancellor Mbemba for the vibes because I did not expect to see
Fair
Chancellor Mbemba in a Champions League game full stop, so it's great to see. And also, we were thinking Ruben Amorim looks a little too sad in that moment. He probably thought his team were completely out.
Yeah.
Because if Tottenham had lost, his team would be out. If the game was a draw, his team would be out.
And obviously
That Højbjerg last minute winner actually kept Sporting in Europe. But yeah,
There we go, chuff for that.
yes, they will be. That is all for today. We are back on Sunday with our last stream before the World Cup. We have got a triple header for you all. It's going to
Big
be
one.
a big one. We are live from 11:30 until 6:30. As I said earlier in the stream, promotional content will start tomorrow, so look out for that over the in the community tab. And yeah, interact with all that. But yeah, we are covering Chelsea Arsenal in the morning. We'll be live from 11:30 for that, and then at 12 o'clock kickoff. Then we'll be moving into Southampton, Newcastle before finishing up with Tottenham, Liverpool. So yeah, make sure to tune in for that. We need people here, because if it's just us sat here watching the football by ourselves, just talking about it's going to be well miserable. So as many people as possible get involved in chat. Clear your Sunday. We've got a big stream coming. But yeah, good night, guys. Yes. See you, Matthew. I'm glad you've enjoyed the stream. XZ's excited for the triple stream. The triple head's going to be amazing. Join us there on Sunday. So yeah, stream pages will probably be out either Friday or Saturday, depending on how organised I am. But yeah, that is all for today. Thank you all very much for watching. We'll see you Sunday.
See you guys. See you Sunday. Make sure you're there.
Bye, Harry.
Looking forward to it. See you guys. Bye.